We had a blast at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, and we're here with our special guests and partners in crime, Mega J Retro and Danny Green Collects, to break it all down for you right now on Toy Habits Live.
And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching a very, very special edition of Toy Habits Live. How are you doing, Michael? It's been like forever since I've seen you. It's only been a day and a half.
I know, right? I know it seems like forever, but no, I'm doing great. I'm coming down off the highs of Comic-Con. I had a blast with you and Mr. Toy Sorceress and Mega J and Danny, and it was just a bang up time. I had so many memories.
Oh my god, we had such a great. We really enjoyed hosting you and Mega J and Danny at our house, and taking you all over our haunts in LA, and then just running around all over San Diego, going to the con, and all the fun experiences we had together. And I'm already getting withdrawals, which is why we have some special guests tonight. But before we say hi to them, we're going to check in on the chat, and we also wanted to report back to you, and then you know, have some fun reminiscing with my crew. You guys, I call you my crew because you know, this was my last day off today from work, and I went to go relax a little at the pool, and I was missing you guys.
That's the pool.
Like, where's my crew? So I can't wait to bring them on. But let's go ahead and say hi to the chat and check in with the Toy Habit.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's get the crew thank you scroll going. Thank you so much, crew. Saw all your messages in the Discord, and we had a blast at Comic-Con. But thank you so much for the support and seeing all the nice comments in the chat too right now.
All right. So hi to the crew. Let's go ahead and check in and see who is here. We got Damian Restoria, Pedro Ribeiro. We got Goatman, Lexor, Porcellini is also here. We got Zerici joining us. Rafael is also here. They're testing my pronunciation skills. Valecki is also joining us. We got crew member Frank with a big congratulations for being here for 24 months. Vane 21 is also here. We got Nick Dillinger, Video Power Gaming, Timbo from Limbo. We got amazing crew member Carnage 717. Thanks again for the She-Ra. She is amazing. I have so much unboxing to do, so I got to catch up. We got extra creepy here. Ralph Riggin is also joining us. Chris Owens is here. I said hi to all of you guys. Catching up. Okay, MOTU D is also with us. We have crew member Brennan Barnes in the house. Dave Chanelli is here. I think I said hi to MOTU D. Helter Santos is joining us. We got crew member Stephen M, Collector Phil, Nunya Biz, Hella Geek, Kevin Florin here. Crew member Rob 2022 is also here. We got the right hand of Skeletor, Eric Perryman, awesome crew member, is also joining us. We got Spencer Sanchez, Jedi Ben, Chris Penn, Paul Galliano. It was nice to see you at SDCC, Paul.
Yes.
We got Artemis Prime. I think I said already hi to Dave Chanelli. Good to see everybody in the chat. Awesome. So why don't we go ahead and say hello to our amazing guests. Family now. You guys are incredible friends. You're part of our ToyTuber family. We're gonna bring on the one and only, the incredible Mega J Retro and Danny Green Collects. How are you guys doing?
Woo! Yo, what up? Yo.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Long time no see.
I know, right? I totally feel the Toy Sorceress with the withdrawal from you guys. I was like, I wish you guys were like here right now in my room.
Oh man,
Denny and I are fully planning to migrate one day. Hopefully, we don't get kicked out of the country or something.
We have a guest bedroom. Migrate away.
Sooner than later, man.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
How is everybody? You know, the Toy Sorceress was talking about con withdrawal. Yes, con withdrawal is a real problem. It happens to many people. I mean, we met so many good people there. We met so many good friends, so many good fellow ToyTubers. We went to several different events, panels galore, saw so many great reveals. It was absolutely bonkers. And what a whirlwind. You know, the first 3 days was just absolutely ridiculous. And then it kind of slowed down for us on the last two. So it was pretty good. It was a pretty good deal all around.
Yeah, I need to learn to take the preview night as it is, because there's so much less people there than the next few days. It's like every day it just gets crowded and crowded and crowded.
Yeah,
and we're talking like this.
Even preview night seemed more crowded this year than last year, didn't it?
Honestly, I think you're right. I think the preview day, ironically, was more crowded because the other few days actually seemed less crowded. Ironically, why is my camera down?
I don't know where you were walking, but I was like a sardine. You must have picked the less crowded areas. Yeah, it was just a really interesting Comic-Con. A lot of amazing events happened. We had a spectacular time with you guys.
Yes.
And getting to relive it through Mega J's amazing videos that he took. So he's coming out with those, every couple days, going through all our toy hunts and adventures throughout the week. And I'm sure you've got a lot of amazing video footage of the convention as well. So be sure to stay tuned to Mega J Retro and MJR Collects, both of his YouTube channels. You just put out a new one today, right, on Rare Formula Toys and Collectibles. I saw that on your MJR channel. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was so good. Wonderful store, run by great people. And of course, Toys of the Universe. I posted that a couple days ago. Wonderful stores. You know, the one of the best things about going to all of Toy Sorceress's haunts. I mean, like we were like kids in the back of the car. It was great. You know, basically just brought from one place to another place to another place. And Danny, myself, and Michael got to know each other really well. I mean, I think Michael and I are really intimate right now. I think that's just the state of the union right now.
In the back seat,
it was fantastic. It was fun. But like I said, meeting fabulous owners and just collectors in general, it was a lot of fun being out there. And La Boo Boo.
I learned about La Boo Boo
everywhere.
Michael had no idea what La Boo Boos were.
I had no idea what they were, but I got a very big education.
Who doesn't know what a La Boo Boo is in the crew? Let's see how many people actually don't know.
And who's not afraid to say they are. They don't know what
I'll say that I just barely learned about 2 months ago what a La Boo Boo is. So
yeah.
I was actually at Toys of the Universe a couple months ago, and the owner was like, "Oh, are you here for La Boo Boo?" And I was like, "What do you say to me?" I'm like, "No, I'm just shopping." And then the next time I went, I got there when they opened, and a customer was walking up to the store as well, and he said the same thing to me. "Are you here for La Boo Boo?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just shopping," and I had no idea what they were saying to me. Then I saw this big table outside with all these boxes, and I was like, "What are these furry little creatures everyone's looking at?" That's when I learned about La Boo Boo. I was like, "No habla inglés" or something. I was like, "Is he speaking like English?" I'm like, "What did he just say to me?" So I was very much behind on the phenomenon.
The phenomenon. Biz says he has so many questions after SDCC, so that reminds me, as we're going through things, we'll try to be as comprehensive as possible, but if you have questions, please drop them in the chat as we're talking about stuff. I don't think I'll be able to keep up if you start dropping your questions now, but anyway, would love to hear, because we were there and talking to Mattel designers, Hasbro designers, all the people, Mondo. Great time.
Absolutely. Why don't we go ahead and jump in and start to recap the amazing things that we saw. And then at the end of the show, we're going to talk about some of the fun times we had and an incredible event we all got to share in and other ToyTubers. So we'll talk about that later. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know, Michael, if you have the screen ready.
I am always prepared, and let's talk about something that it's funny looking at the comments on YouTube and on Instagram. I think this is yet another divisive reveal, although we loved it all.
For sure.
But it is the snake lair, and you called it what, Toy Sorceress?
I called it Snake Lair 2.0.
It is Snake Lair 2.0.
It is. So they revamped the Snake Lair. Now, it's funny enough that this reveal and this panel was supposed to happen later in the day, and little to our knowledge, they moved it up 4 hours, and I only figured it out because I was walking by the Mattel booth and saw a big crowd of people. So lucky for me that I was walking it by at that moment, so I was able to catch most of the panel. But they pulled this out the last 10 minutes, and there's a big crowd of people. But we were lucky enough, Michael and I, and Mega J, and actually Pixel Dan was right next to us, to get up close and personal. And actually, if we wanted to, touch and feel the thing, but it was right there in front of us. We were able to talk to the designers, to Damien, to Sam, to all the guys, and ask them questions about the Snake Lair. And as a matter of fact, I actually knocked over Chimara, the two-headed dragon, because I pointed to it to ask a question. I asked Damien, like, "Oh, was this inspired by the Imperial two-headed dragon of the 1980s that used to come with a little saddle on it?" And when I went like this, I got a little too close and I tipped the damn thing over. And I was like, "Oh my god!" Because it's a production piece, it's not ready to use. Thank God, nothing happened to it. And funny enough, Pixel Dan was later looking at it as well, and he actually picked the thing up and the little foot fell off, so he popped it back on. But I was like, at least it didn't happen when I knocked it over. But it was great. It has real chains on it, incredible detail, like on the little piece that's on the front drawbridge, the paint apps on like the snake face on the front, and everything was incredible. To see this thing in person was amazing. And I got to tell you, I don't know if it would help if people got to actually see the playset, but it really felt like it was in line with Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain. Like it felt like it belonged in the MOTU Origins line. It didn't feel like really too foreign or not related, because it's got that clamshell shape and the scale and a similar type of interior finish, but a lot more going on. That I think they really did a good job. They tried to listen to the fans and went back to the original artwork, and they were inspired by that. But let me hear your guys' take, because you all were right there, right in front of it as well.
Yeah, 100%. Toy Sorceress. When they revealed this thing, it was pretty amazing, because it was like seeing Axel Jimenez's illustrations come to life. Which, of course, there are design variations from his sketches, but I was really, really pleased with it. The sculpting details are amazing. That big snake face in front and center in the castle above the drawbridge is pretty damn cool. It's got really cool references. It's got like a little Battle Bones reference down there, and just a lot of the details. That big ass snake head, which kind of reminds me of the Snake Mountain microphone a little bit. But yeah,
and I think it's very cool, and it's even got that little laser cannon in the head. This thing is like chock full of action features, and you'll see more of them when we look at the interior. That it makes the playability of it like so great. They really thought of a lot of neat things to make it exciting. Jay and Danny, what's your thoughts on this?
Yep.
I remember seeing this. They showed this last year, didn't they? Like
they did
a version of it.
Yeah, I remember that, and so definitely looks a lot better than it did the first time. Good. But the details are cool. I definitely like it, man.
That's great.
Yeah, I was late to the whole thing. Actually, in truth, Danny and I. So here's a funny story. Danny, myself, and Michael were actually in line at Hasbro, and we were trying to get some exclusives. And then all of a sudden, I see Michael bolt. He's basically like, "I gotta go."
Jumped in line. I was like, "I'm
You
out
know
here,
why?
guys."
You know why Michael bolted? He got the call, John Paul.
She called me, and I was like, screw this exclusive. I don't know if I need it. I'm out of here. I gotta go to this design panel.
I'm like, get your buttons over here. The panel's happening now.
It was crazy. Danny and I didn't actually understand. He goes, Mattel's happening right now. I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. That was like,
the change the time or something.
And we just said, okay, screw it. We're already in line. We're only like 5 people away, and then Michael just bolts. So we're like, okay, they'll get the photos. We'll wait. Right?
Yeah, there you go. We'll take one for the team.
We got our exclusives. We did the thing, and then we headed over to Mattel. And then I realized, oh crap, they're talking about She-Ra. They're talking about the Thundercats Wave 2. They're talking about stuff. And I said, I wonder. Now I was stuck all the way in the back. I couldn't see anything. And all of a sudden, they start pulling something out, and I'm like, "Oh crap!" And I realized they're pulling out the snake lair, and I was like, "Dear God!" So I tried in vain to try and navigate my way into the front, and all I could do was like sit in the back while the announcements were being happening. But luckily, as Toy Sorceress alluded to, and Michael, once the panel was over, that's when they allowed. I was shocked too. They actually allowed a few of us to actually get really close, and even move a few of the pieces around. So that was actually
even knock a few of the pieces over.
Yeah, I have video of us all crowded around this thing. If you want to just throw it up, it's kind of crazy.
Absolutely, I'd love to see that.
Right there, if you take a look at it.
That would be great.
Oh yeah, here I'll.
Look at it, guys. There it is.
Right?
We couldn't get it from the back. We got it from the front. This is amazing. That's what they said. Anyway.
Oh, this is great.
You guys kicked it out of the park. Out of the park.
You can hear Toy Sorcerers.
I was like a bit excited about it.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, a lot of us are
That's probably where my.
There's Pixel
I
Dance.
wonder if you got where I knocked over the two-headed dragon.
At this point, the designers are just letting us pretty much do whatever we wanted to. Of course, we were being respectful. We didn't actually touch the model, but we were all freaking out. I mean, you can even see some of the additional figures that are there. Lord Parthonus, the skeletal, the mummified version of Lady Slither. And did they give him a name? The two-headed dragon?
Chimara.
Chimara. Okay.
Something like
that. It's a chimera.
Chimera. Oh, sorry, I'm just pronouncing it wrong. Chimera or something.
You're not wrong. I mean, pronouncing it that way, but it's the animal is probably closer to a chimera, which has two different forms, right? What I really appreciate about this is the fact that they really, as you guys mentioned, they stuck closer to Axel's original design.
Yeah.
Which I think is what people were hoping for and expecting. I think that's really, that's where it came down to. So
absolutely,
that was a cool video.
Yeah, it is. We actually did go live, and we got right up close and personal to it. Michael recorded the whole front, the interior. We interviewed Pixel Dan for about well over 5 minutes, and then closed it off with something. But most of our stream got cut off. I think we lost reception, so that's unfortunate. But we did get some video of it if you take a look at our live as well. I think the reception in the convention center is, because of the nature of the building, it just makes it very difficult. I think a lot of people were losing reception during their live streams.
I agree, and not to get too far ahead, but I took some really good close-ups of the of some of the accessories.
Great!
And these were absolutely stunning. And it's, if you want to throw the video up there, Michael. I'll just lower the volume again.
Let's.
One more.
Look.
Yep.
Oh, is it a different one?
Yeah, it's a different one.
Oh, got it. Okay, here it comes.
A big shout out to Paul. We did run into him at the booth.
Oh, here we go.
it really is just absolutely stunning.
This blast is much closer to the original design.
Yeah, that was last year, right? Too.
The weapons rack, oh my gosh!
I love the weapons rack.
Imagery
I think
everywhere
it's
is just killing
inspired.
me, man. I love
You know, the heraldry with the two snakes.
The designs on the little weapons.
Yep.
So
It even has some
reminiscent of the
unique
original
weapons in
play
here,
sets.
too.
It's just out of this world, man. Like seriously, huge shout
Look
out
at that,
to all
Collector
the,
Phil
designers
dropping
who
some
worked on this.
knowledge.
I'm gonna
the
grab
first one was
something
great.
too.
You
while
know,
you're-
I really did appreciate the first one, but I thought it was just a little bit too big and slightly more of a departure from what Axel's original concept was. So I think that's what everyone was saying. They were hoping.
Here's the stockade. They should have put a figure in there.
Yeah, they demonstrated that, actually.
exactly what it was supposed to be, and I think everyone's really excited about that. And
Look at the real chains. I love it.
Yeah.
really stoked for this new.
Look at the heraldry. Like this thing's built
Oh, yeah.
of other warriors. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Of their fallen warriors. And look, there's even like a creek dragon or something like that.
Oh, and you know that little snake staff, when you press it, it pops the drawbridge down.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
And I think you're supposed to even put in like a key too. There's 2 keyholes on either side of the drawbridge. Wow, look at the detail on that snake.
Great stuff.
You can see that right there. You can press it. The green snake. You know what's cool about this? It's kind of like on a hairbrush when you kind of push it and it like closes. If you press in the middle, it's soft where the snakes are, and it captures the enemies. So when they land on it, it kind of encloses on them.
That's
Like a
neat.
squishy material.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I heard, I think Damien was telling a story that his daughter was like, oh, look, daddy, and like playing with her hairbrush, and like the little, the bristles of it were kind of closing up. And I don't know if she did that on a toy. She said, look, daddy, I can capture my figure or something like that. And he's like, oh, so he used that idea to create the little snake pit there.
So it's kind of like a cat's cradle where
Yeah. So when you
Yeah,
push the little bumpy part right there, it's soft and it pushes the snakes in. So the idea is you put that snake pit underneath the platform with the little trapdoor, and when the trapdoor opens, your figure falls inside and then pushes down on the little snake pit and closes up around them.
But you know what? I thought the excitement around it was quite palatable. I mean, Danny, when you were there were like tons of people around. I mean, like it was
chaos. That's what it was. Chaos. But for good reasons, for sure. Everyone was excited, right? So
yeah,
you seen all the phones taking the videos and pictures. People were going nuts.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to pull this out. I thought it would be revealed like either under glass or in that black panel that they had one black panel that was blacked out in their booth. I thought this would be there or something else.
Yeah,
I thought very similar to that. As a matter of fact, when I was talking to Sam Pack, I actually mentioned him. I said, in that blacked out case, are we going to see a snake lair? And he started laughing, but he didn't say anything, right? He kind of said, "Oh, you have to come to the
I was laughing because he knew it was in there."
Because he was so happy about what was in there. But still, Danny's right. Absolute chaos. It was just insane.
But yeah, shots of the interior. It was very cool because we could ask the designers to like turn the thing around too, and it was super nice. Like they were really accommodating. Like we just wanted to get all the angles and check it out. And man, the interior looks awesome. It's got nods to Castle Grayskull. The interior throne room looks amazing.
Yes,
I thought they did a great job just on the interior. Which I don't know, like when you position your play sets, like we probably won't see the interior very much unless you just flip it around.
I mean, you can flip it around. It's got the snake throne room, and then it's got the computer panel on the other side. There's like that little sewer grate for your Ninja Turtles to call through. Just kidding. And then
No, that's awesome. I love that.
It does look like a Ninja Turtle like sewer grate. I love that. Yeah, and then the computer console, in front of that's the trap door where you can put your little snake pit. And it also has chains.
Yep. If you want to throw up the video, we can talk through the video.
Oh, nice. Look at you, Jay. I love it. All right, let's do this.
The damn thing.
All right.
There's the chains.
Oh, this is great.
The
damn thing is a trap door.
I was like, I'm not gonna touch it. After I knocked over the two-headed dragon, I was like, I don't want to touch this thing. Oh, somebody,
There we go.
As you said, 20 different nods to like different playsets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that working elevator is really cool because that's a nod to like the Eternia elevator. It's a little nicer than the one you get Castle Grayskull.
I do love it.
Need to upgrade the one in Castle Grayskull now.
I know, right?
You can hear the
That recolored Castle Grayskull would have been their opportunity to do that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can totally hear all the chaos in the background. Huh?
Wow, look at that. There's even on the
eggs.
inside
Those are
synapse and like little skulls and stuff.
Did you notice that those are eggs?
Yeah.
It's an area where the brood lays its eggs.
Oh my god. Oh, there they are. Yeah.
All the warriors who've been eaten by the
Jeez.
Wow.
Like little alien pods.
I was saying when they first designed this thing, I said, man, they got dark. They got really, really dark at one point because this is nuts. Oh, sorry, we missed a portion of the actual throne room itself. There's just that little bit.
Oh god, it looked like it was stopped.
Yeah.
Oh here, there it goes. Okay, sorry.
I rewinded it. That's why.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah, but then we come back around and they kept. This is actually the section they kept. This is actually the piece that they kept from the original design, which I love. I love the interior. The interior I thought was nice.
It's cool because it's got like the drawbridge, and then it's got a gate in front of that, which is really awesome. Extra layered detail. And then look at that wall.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I love the heraldry. It's just dripping with like snake.
Even the clips that close it are like little snakes that close the clamshell on the side.
It's amazing. I love it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think this playset, even though it's Masters of the Universe, I think it can be versatile. Like if you want to get one for Cobra Commander, that's cool. Go for it. If you want to get one for like a Sectar's Hive, that's cool as well. But home of the Snake Man and home of Lady Slither.
I mean, this thing can work for so many different really cool things. And like a big shout out to the Baroness of Toys, which we got to see on our trip. And she says, "Hey guys, glad you made it home. How many of you are going to order the Snake Lair? And what do you think of the price? Are you ordering the Snake Lair, Baroness? Or how about everybody else in the chat? How many of you are going to order this? Or you guys as well? Out of the three of you, who's getting it?"
I'm all in.
I'm all in too.
Right. I was all in on the first one. I was all in on the first one. I didn't mind it. I thought there was a very big departure from the original, but I was still all in on it. I thought it was actually very cool.
Go back one photo right there. So it's funny because we have Ralph Vader guy saying, "Does the horse dragon looking thing come with it?" That's if you unlock 10,000 backers. But what I wanted to bring was this is the two-headed dragon from Imperial. That it's not articulated, but this is the dragon from the 1980s that came with a little saddle. And this comes in various different colors that they've made. But and I've got one of my 5.5 knockoff Hercules on here. But when I saw the design of this, it totally reminded me of this. This is kind of like an iconic piece of the 80s for any of you that collect the 5.5 figures. You all know the Imperial dragons, and I thought it was a really cool homage to that.
Yeah,
great.
Absolutely. And what I really thought was kind of funny is that he has a very similar paint scheme to 3030. And I thought that was really funny. I don't know if that was intentional or if it was coincidental, but I mean, it's there. Now you can't unsee it, guys. You can't unsee it. You see it now. You cannot unsee it.
That is great. That is great. Out on this one.
Yeah, we got a couple out. It definitely is a polarizing thing, like, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
But let me tell you guys, when you see it in person, it really is quite stunning. I mean, like, that's like, pictures just don't do this thing justice. I mean,
it really doesn't.
Yeah,
it really doesn't. It's funny. I love the playset. I think I'm gonna get it, but I actually just want the figures out of this thing versus just housing another playset. I mean, the playset is beautiful, and I'll probably keep it, but I'm so happy to see the High Priest Pythonus in here.
Yes.
Gosh, I think it was a year ago or something. I guess about the time when the first Snake Lair was coming, we got information that the High Priest was actually going to be an unlock. And so it's like waiting all this time, to see, another one of Axel's creations come to life here, which is cool.
Incredible. And I have another video if you want to play it of these.
Oh, I do. Let's do it.
So
really quick.
Go ahead.
I don't know if she's skeletal.
Oh, here they are. Yeah.
There's something going on with her. She's absolutely.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That's something I would actually get.
The tail is very versatile, Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it can be used for multiple things.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she looks great.
this guy would go on my green shelf.
Oh, right. Next to that Ghost Viper, right? That you saw at the G.I. Joe panel, right?
Oh, that thing was.
Yeah.
I have my opinions about where G.I. Joe went this time around.
I was waiting till we get there. I was gonna.
You can see her legs in the background. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the extra set of legs. Yep.
Yeah. So that's the undead Lady Slither. So she comes with her legs and then, of course, her bony.
So I gotta get the Snake Lair to get this.
Good question. Does Lady Slither have an articulated jaw? That's a good question. Does anyone know?
I don't know if she does, but it looks like the two-headed dragon does.
Yeah.
you can only get this with the Snake Lair. These figures, at least at this point, are only available with the Snake Lair. I imagine, heaven forbid that this doesn't actually fun. Eventually, Lord Pythonus will probably come out, I would imagine.
We're still waiting for Keklar.
There he is.
Dan is. Look, you guys are.
There's Dan. Good to see you.
I see Stina. I see her. There you go. That's it. And of course we got really quickly.
We're having too much fun over there.
We were. It was chaos. It was like beautiful chaos. It was just,
These guys have really killed it. $300, guys. Starts August 1st.
That's
Get
great.
your wallets ready, man. This is the one we need. 10,000.
Interesting question from Justin. Do you think Origins has surpassed Classics? I think it has now. I don't know. I'd have to count.
no. Unfortunately, in terms of sheer number of figures, there's no way. That's impossible. Plastics has way
So thank you for making that.
No, guys, you know what? You deserve it. You guys all.
Oh yeah. So this was one of the designers who worked on the packaging, which I covered a few months, not last month, and he just wanted to thank me for coming to that. So it was really cool. Again, I'm a graphic designer myself, so I really like helping those things. But if nobody else talks about it, I want to talk about it.
Brother, I need to meet more of the designers, man. Like seriously,
By the way, just to answer Hella Geek's question, this is a similar saddle, but it's not the same as that. And as a matter of fact, it's funny because these figures fit really well on them. The one that's on She-Ra is different, totally different design. It's actually quite elaborate. I really like that saddle that they made for the two-headed dragon. That I keep mispronouncing the name, She-Ra.
Chimera.
Chimera. Sorry.
It's a snores.
It's a snore.
I love it. Oh, that's so good. It's a snores. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Unlocks are cool. So, all right. High Priest Pythonus is the first, and Chimera is the second. Is that right? Yes. Probably.
So we have, a lot of people are saying they're in. Some people are mixed. And Baroness, you're on the fence. I'm going to throw you off the fence, and I'm going to push you towards buying it. I'm going to be a bad influence. Still have my Eternia in box. I mean, this thing's great. I don't know where the heck I'm going to put it, but I definitely want to.
Well, you know what? One of the best. I think it's a really good consideration, though. Eternia is gigantic. Eternia is like a massive playset. I mean, you see behind the Baroness. The Baroness. You see behind ToyTubers right there. It literally, is bigger than everything. Whereas this is the size that we are accustomed to. You know what I mean? It's just slightly bigger than Snake Mountain, I think. But it has a presence. It has the presence that you need.
It's tall too.
It is.
It is tall.
It is very tall.
And it has the similar scale as like Snake Mountain, but the detail and the paint apps are way beyond Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain.
Yes,
Just incredible.
absolutely.
You know,
I
and all the added action features that are in this, and all the pieces that you would get with it, it's incredible.
None of your business.
You got to start working the poll. He said again. Okay, there's multiple times in your biz. I love that. Just every time there's a crowd fund. All right, got to go back to work, guys.
Gotta earn that toy money. Go ahead, grab your attorney. It wasn't that bad. Come on.
No, but
I love it.
I don't know. It's the pricing's always hard because it's like we don't know how much goes into this and how much they do a lot of pricing research in order to price it at a point where they think all the tiers will fund, and so we'll see what it does. Actually, it reminds me, we should probably put a poll up to see who's actually going to buy this thing. Let's
see if you can do that. And given the context that we just got that repaint of Castle Grayskull with the mat and the little robot astronaut guy or whatever, priced at like $129, so almost half the price. But it is a repaint. When you think about this, it's all new tooling. There's that incredible, two-headed articulated dragon figure if it all unlocks, and then all the added accessories that come with it. You get the little, the weapons rack, the what's the one with the little spikies and the door, the Iron Maiden, what's it called?
Iron Maiden, yes.
Iron Maiden, the stocks, and my God, like poor Moss Man in all these promotional photos, they are torturing the heck out of him. He's in the stocks, he's in the chains, he's down in the snake pit. Like they're torturing Mossy all over these photos. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Moss Man.
It's not.
Yeah. Somebody watched Revelation and got too many ideas.
Yeah, totally.
I know. He's traumatized.
Torture Moss Man.
This is a photo shoot.
Yeah, I'm actually with the MOTU Prince here. I think if they had priced it $50 lower, I think that would have been more palatable to people.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it's just that $300 just seeing it price tag, but I don't know. Toys are expensive these days. You got the HasLabs, you got all these crowd funds happening at the same time, and it's like, where do you put your money? It's like going to the casino.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if that's also given the environment that we're in and the added price tags that toy companies are now facing due to tariffs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So they probably did need to price, like pad in a little bit extra on the price to cover that. We got to think about that. Like the toy prices are increasing on everything, unfortunately.
Moss Man, it is easy being flat and green.
Oh, poor Mossy.
Poor Moss Man. But yeah, so this thing, great official images. It's funny because these came out before the Snake Lair was revealed.
Yep.
Like everything does.
Michael Miller has a point, though. I mean, $300 in this economy. I mean, it is consideration. It is a consideration. However, I will say, Danny, myself, and Toy Stars, and all of us, we saw firsthand in many cases people just like spending oodles of cash at San Diego. I mean, like, how many people were lined up for exclusives? I mean, like, it was.
Oh my God,
absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know, because I could barely see you guys in the back seat of my car on the way home.
Danny, we did not see any shortage of people spending cash.
Oh no,
there was a lot of people buying exclusives, right?
And you two weren't an exception either.
That's my point.
We're guilty.
Yes, guilty as charged. I don't know. I feel like I got away pretty good this time. There was only a couple things that I really wanted, and so
you were pretty controlled, man. I was surprised.
Oh my God, I was out of control last year, and I was exercising a ton of control this year.
Nice.
But when you got home, you had stuff waiting for you, right?
Yeah, I did. It's all the dang pre-orders that come around this time too.
It's like the stack of stuff on my floor right now. Only some of it was some exclusive. And I had a bunch of stuff come in and what we toy hunted. I was like, that's a lot that we accumulated in a week.
Wow.
Wookiee Sasquatch, I think, has a good point. I wish the tiers were automatically included. They're the best part. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice if it was just like an all-in thing, for for whatever $300, and you only had whatever. Does it need 6,000 or 8,000 backers?
10,000 to get everything.
Oh, okay, 10,000 to get everything. But like, what's the first? What's the first
6.
funding tier? Is it 6?
6.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have this like fully funded with everything at 6. Would have been nice.
Yeah. So Chimera is much smaller than Stridor.
Yeah.
Kind of just a little bigger than this 2-headed dragon. Right,
yeah, and it actually looks like horse parts, right, and creature parts versus like mechanical beasts. And I forget who was asking the question. Maybe it was Justin, like way back in the chat. If they might reuse some of these parts for other creatures down the line. Probably. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the creatures, Danny, and the unlocks here?
Well, I want those more than anything.
I know, it's funny. I do too. I'm like, I want it more than the playset.
Yeah, man. Like the playset's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's a big footprint, right? So
yes.
Well,
it's not too bad. You can, if you keep it closed, it's like the size of Castle Grayskull ish.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's good that
it's not
you
terrible.
That, right?
You can set it on your floor. It doesn't take up like a ton of room, and then when it's open, it's like thinner. So it's not too bad actually.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool at the same time for sure. I agree. But the unlocks, that's for me is where the wins are. So
absolutely.
I want, if somebody wants to sell just those to me somehow at a reasonable price, let me know.
You heard it here first. We got open bidding.
I'll sell you my undead snake lady slither.
Well, yeah,
I'm not a fan of that one, but everything else I love.
She was a regular lady slither in there.
Yeah.
Just give me a lady slither or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I got you, Danny.
Danny has priorities. It's a very
Absolutely.
No, but she looks like a cool bad guy, right? Like you can.
Yeah,
for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what I like her. So
All right, Motu D asks, is Chimera the same size as Stridor? I think maybe a tiny bit smaller.
It's smaller.
Yeah,
it's smaller. It's like a little bigger than this dragon. It's not that big.
Yeah.
I mean, a little taller legs. So
yeah, might be closer to the same size as the Fright Zone dragon. I think maybe a little bit smaller, but I think they're in the same category.
It's not that big. It was a nice size, kind of compact. It wasn't too big. Something like this, yay big.
Yeah. Well, awesome. All right, are we? Have we snake laired to death? Are we ready to move on to yet another playset?
So yeah, which is a really good segue to the Baroness's comment here. What is odd is that they re-released the repainted Castle Grayskull at the same time. People have Space Danger, so they have to choose between 2 playsets. That was a great segue, Baroness. And I was thinking the same thing. This is cool, but do you have room for 2 more Origins playsets? Is this going to cannibalize people's purchases of the Snake Lair because they went in on this instead?
That's a great question.
It is an honest question. With crowdfunding happening in August 1st, it is very close. But I think one of the better questions is, will it do the full 40? Will they do what was it, Turnia? Was it 3 months or was it only 45 days? Like what was that? I can't remember.
Oh gosh, I do not remember.
I think it was 3
I
months.
don't remember. This is going to be like 28 days, so it goes through August 28th.
Wow, not sure if that's going to be enough time. Because there's so many different things, so many different factors involved. But I mean, people have been waiting a year to find out more information about this, and I think it's going to come down to really. Just everybody reminding, like many ToyTubers who are in on this, to continue to remind people, on a semi-regular basis that it's still around. I think that much like any campaign, it will live or die on support, right? At the end of the day, that goes without saying. But this one in particular is definitely one of those cases where it needs to have the support of the community.
Absolutely.
So it's just one of those things. But this is a wonderful little nod to the history of Master Universe.
Yeah.
So anyone who's a Master Universe fan, at least more like it's tough. This is a deep cut. At the end of the day, this is a pretty deep cut. I mean, like there are a lot of people right now who probably never saw this as a kid. You know what I mean? It was in brochures and things like that. But it's just one of those things which can be easily missed. You know what I mean? If you weren't in on the first year of Master Universe, if you came in during the Filmation years, you probably never even saw this once. But the other thing about it is everything here it's already been made. So all the tooling's there. It's an easy make for Mattel. Even the spacesuit, even the spaceman, is from an existing set of
PowerCon.
So I mean, this is an easy set for Mattel to make, and the $120 price point is not bad. I mean, like the figure alone is now what $19, $20.
Yeah, some of them are $21.99. Yeah, depending where you get them. So yeah.
Exactly. So that alone is like the $100. Like when you put that into effect, it's a $100 playset, which is basically
with a mat,
right? And the mat.
Yeah, the mat too. Right.
The neat thing about this and the story about this castle, of course, is that it's a tribute to Mark Taylor and his original design for Castle Grayskull. It is gray. There you go. And it has green moss on the outside. And the castle was originally designed with this playmat, with this artwork that was supposed to come with it. And the story goes that they needed to value engineer this to get it down to a reasonable price point for them to be able to sell, which is why they, got rid of the playmat and then included only cardboard inserts on the inside. So this is giving us Mark Taylor's original vision for Castle Grayskull, which is cool.
Yep. And an awesome playmat with some awesome art on it. So it's funny. I remember seeing one comment. Somebody just wants it for the mat, and they're just going to sell the rest.
Yeah.
It really plays the idea of Grayskull. You know what I mean? It's actually gray. I do like it. It is. But I think, and here's something else though, and here's a consideration that a lot of people might want to think about. It is through Amazon, so this is already a full purchase buy. They've already bought the stock. We pretty much guarantee that. So here's the other thing about Amazon: you wait long enough, there will be a sale.
Yes, 100%.
I'm not sure.
I doubt this thing will sell out. So if you wait on this one, it could come down to the price of the original Origins Grayskull.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, look at the Terrordrome. I think it retailed for $79 and it went down to like $33 at one point. Right? A couple times they put it on sale for that price.
For the Technodrome,
the Technodrome, exactly.
Yeah. I had actually a paper printout of this playmat that the parents made me a few years back. It's actually a cool art image if you have the real estate, the wider shelf to put this on, right? Because a lot of us has Billy bookcases, which are only 11 inches deep, so this wouldn't fit on that. So you just need more of a deeper shelf or tabletop to display this on.
Ray's gonna wait till Prime Day. It's a good strategy.
Yeah,
everything goes on sale.
Like my good friend Lyle's Figure Files. He's always he's playing clearance chicken. He always plays clearance chickens.
Yeah,
there you go.
It was interesting about the Amazon link because I got a text from Rob 2023 who's in the chat who sent me this. And funny story, I was chatting with the marketing person who was manning the booth, and she was like, "Where did you get that link?" Because she's like, I had a QR code for the Amazon link in this booth, like right next to it, but somebody had like stole it or took it or whatever. And so she wanted me to airdrop her the Amazon link, so I did. It was hilarious.
Oh my god, that's
how we found out that this was actually on sale for pre-order now. The marketing person said that, this was their, it was available now, which surprised me, because it's hard to juggle all this information while you're on the show floor, just trying to like look at everything during the preview night.
Yeah, I've had to sit down at the Cafe Express and get the article done before they kick me out at the end of the night. Yeah, so we were juggling a lot. It was great to see that it went up on pre-order. Rob 2023 makes a really great point, guys. Like here, when you look at the pictures of Grayskull compared to the new Snake Lair, there's a big difference in size, detail, functions, and accessories, which is absolutely right. And then that's why I'm saying if you take that into account in terms of price point, you're getting a lot more and new tooling in the Snake Lair.
Yeah.
Right. So
yes. Nuno Biz has a great question. 40th anniversary or She-Ra, where's the Crystal Castle?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Hey, we are getting a Swiftwind. We're gonna see that too.
I know. I will say that I'm not sure to say about it. Just like Pixel Dan, just like so many others, this has been a pretty sad birthday for She-Ra.
Yeah.
It's just what it
could have been better.
It's just, it is what it is, right? I mean, Mattel has its Barbie line and Mattel has its He-Man line. They're treated very differently. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's just one of these things. But they're always going to go with the sure bets. I think if even if it had to be a crowdfund, I think a really nice Crystal Castle with some nods to Filmation would do really well.
Yeah.
I think I dare say that. I mean, I've covered the Crystal Castle in multiple iterations, and people love that thing. It's something that people really want. So, just based on that, I think that they need to design something which would appease both sides of the fandom. The Toyota version and the Filmation version. I think that would really be a thing. Danny, what's your idea on playsets? Are you big on playsets, or are you big on environments, or like what? Because we've had a bunch of we have Shay Reed is a really good friend of ours, and he does some amazing dioramas. So
yeah, dials is kind of where it's at for me. And you guys know, how much dials I got. What's it called? Shay always hooks me up, man. So I got tons, but yeah, that's where it's at for me usually when it comes to play sets or bigger sets, right? And I want to be able to put it away, so it has to be able to compact.
Those are really good considerations, though. I mean, which is exactly why this.
Right?
I think this this Snake Lair was a really good idea, because the first Snake Lair was just fucking gigantic.
It was like another Eternia, and I was like, guys, we don't have space. Plus, a lot of us had a freaking Cat's Lair coming.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Which was impossible. I mean, like, that's nothing about that. Like, space considerations is a major thing, right? It really is.
Plus, it's funny because when you take a look at when they were announcing this at the panel, one of the really good points that Damien brought up is that the new redesign for the Snake Lair fits in with part of the line. It fits in with Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. It's in the same scale, size, and format. And so it looks like it belongs to the line. It's not like a foreign piece. And I think, again, going back to what Origins is, an homage to the vintage figures, the vintage line, that's what was important to capture. And I think they did that with this playset.
Totally. You also have to consider too that Mattel has the Club Grayskull membership too. So like they're not going to stop making Filmation cartoon collection figures. They're not going to stop making She-Ra. They're not going to stop making these figures, because if they do, they're not going to have, what are they going to make for Club Grayskull? So I feel like they have to figure out what they're going to put out for Club Grayskull, what they're going to put out for mainline, but I don't think they've kind of figured out that secret sauce just yet, because Club Grayskull has really just been, aside from Hero and Shirella, just the kind of the regular Mattel Creations releases, but we just get them a day early.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of runway for all of these figures, and it would have been great if they would have come out like the Princess of Power figures that would come out during She-Ra's 40th, but yeah, some of the decisions kind of are mind-boggling to me in that respect. Like, when they released Eternia, right? No Powers of Grayskull figures. Like, let's get people excited. Let's celebrate. Celebration. There was nothing.
It was really kind of it was a really kind of weird situation. And in that time, just like anything else, marketing is so subjective too. It's a very difficult thing. It's a very delicate thing that needs to be done. But I do remember, ironically, that we were able to get the 40th anniversary He-Man and Skeletor 2-pack for the Masterverse. But it actually took all the way to the end of the year to actually get He-Man in his 40th anniversary packaging, or from the general release. And then we haven't seen Skeletor 40th anniversary until this year. This is the first time we actually saw that sculpt, that particular classic sculpt, which now they've released as the vintage collection, right?
Yes.
As now continuing with the vintage line. So it is interesting how they've been able to do it. But it's been a 40th anniversary for a long time now. I think we've been celebrating it for the last 3 years, which is great in a lot of ways, and a little bit disappointing in others. So the new Eternia line has been a boon, and for a lot of fans. And I think that we're in for many different treats and new directions for Master Universe, especially with the next. I don't know if this is next in the line, but the segue for new figures. So why not?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that was actually a great segue. We knew that figures like Stingor were coming, just didn't know when. But I want to hear people's thoughts around the creation of kind of brand new figures that really don't tie into any of the lore, but they actually build out the Horde. You can build out the Horde or the Snake Man or whatever they feel like producing. But I don't know, like for me, this area of the booth was a little lackluster to me, just given that they have so much to produce in the MOTU vintage line that there's only one representation. Dragstore looks amazing, by the way, but there was only one vintage figure represented here, which kind of threw me.
Yeah. And, it's unfortunate if that's the only vintage figure we're going to see this year. Right. Because still have a little less than half the year left.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they're holding stuff back for surprises and stuff. But I definitely thought that, like, having Despara, Hurricane Hordak, and Hero in there, which are things that we already have, it looks like they were just trying to fill up some space.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate. I'm not sure they had enough time to really shore this up.
They could have used Shay's Dials.
This is true. We could have definitely used Shay's actual Dials.
That would have helped that display, but
it would have definitely brightened it up. I think you're absolutely right, Danny. 100%.
Again, Alison Troy reminds us that we do also have New York Comic Con to look forward to too. So maybe they're holding some stuff back. She says we'll see one more vintage figure at NYCC. So actually, Dragstore was one of our one of 4 on our unverified list. So we can knock one of those off. We had somebody send us some information that, like, Dragstore, Multibot, Too Bad, and I forget, there was another one on the list, but we can knock Dragstore on the list, and he looks great. And he comes with a ripstick. Like, he comes with an
cool.
feature.
Can I just do a side note and say a huge thanks to Mr. Toy Sorceress, who went to the mall and got my phone fixed. My phone died right before our live stream. I had like a green screen of death, which I could not get it to work. And he's a miracle worker. Huge thanks to my hubby for doing that. He just came back and my phone's working. Thank God.
Give me a hell yeah.
All right. Now I can enjoy the rest of the stream. I was kind of stressing out about it.
That's funny.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
The green dude's cool. What is that? Is that a Moss Man?
That's Moss Man.
Yes, that is the oversized New Eternia Moss Man. So this was their Mattel Creations part of the booth. So Moss Man, he was teased to be coming during the Mattel Creations revealed event, and we've seen nothing until SDCC. Which
oh wow, okay. And what did you guys think about him in particular?
He's not flocked. That's all I guess.
That's the main thing, right? Everybody wants that fuzz, right?
I don't know. I don't care for flocked, so like I'm happy with it not being flocked.
It looks bad.
Like,
I like it.
Yeah,
I am curious to find out what Mr. Home Arcade has to say about him, because as you know, as many of us know, his Moss Man is he enjoys the weed. I think he really enjoys his plants. He loves his plants. Sorry, I said the wrong thing out loud. But he enjoys the plants a little too much, maybe.
I know what that's like.
Oh my god! See, we're not supposed to smoke this one.
It'll smoke for
show,
eternity.
but, you know, this version of Moss Man really reminds me of the Revelation one or Revolution. I forget which one it is, but Wave 1 Moss Man is very, very reminiscent, except he actually has like legs instead of the, you know, weird like tree trunk feet, and he's got all that foliage stuff growing out of him. Not to say that he isn't a cool figure on his own, but for me personally, it's just not like Moss Man enough in terms of his aesthetic.
Yeah,
it's kind of pushing a little too much away from what Moss Man looks like.
Yeah, I mean it is New Eternia, so it is a reimagined version of these guys. I'm happy that it's not like a straight repainted Beast Man.
So, yeah, no, I'm not saying that, and I know it's New Eternia, so that's why they're bringing in these other cues to things and aesthetics. Personally, it's you know, not for me. Some people may really love it, but yeah, that's just my own opinion.
So yeah, it's funny. I think somebody said this. I forget who said it last stream, but you mentioned Mr. Home Arcade 3 times in a course of a live stream, and he just shows up.
It's kind of
like one. It doesn't even matter.
There he is.
But there he is.
No, he's not there. Oh my God, there he is.
Yeah, he is here. He is. Oh yeah, there he is. See, Jason.
Holy crap.
That's so funny.
That's too funny.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Home Arcade? There's your new Moss Man to play with.
Yeah, and they shoved him over in this other case away from the rest of the Masterverse figures, which I mean, I guess maybe they didn't have room, and I know it was like a Mattel Creations item, so.
Yeah, and interesting. There were no movie figs, so you know, I think. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to focus on the new movie. We know that there is going to be a movie subline focused on the 2026 movie, so maybe they're kind of shifting away, not away, but you know, maybe this is a Club Grayskull thing. Who knows? Like we can't forget that part. It's like I think people think they're not featuring these things, so they're not making them anymore. Yeah, I mean if they don't, they're going to run out of figures to make for Club Grayskull, and that's going to be a sucky subscription.
No.
So, all right. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Yeah, there was a comment. I forget who. Oh yeah, here's Mecha Man Blade. Stingor is great, but we're a Scorpia. So you know this design lends itself to creating a Scorpia. So hopefully we'll see her. You know, she was part of the Princess of Power lore. I would love to see Scorpia in the line. So
100%.
So this stuff's going to come out closer to the.
Waiting on bated breath for that for Scorpio.
Yes. All right. Are we ready to move on to another part of the booth, which was a rather large part of the booth? If I can get this to show, the 2000X line was, I did not expect them to go this deep so fast on the 2000X line. I was actually super surprised that they went this big, and also just from a design perspective, like all these new parts, and just really leaned into the cartoon aesthetic for the 2000X line.
Yeah, it was I was shocked. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was after I was shocked in two directions actually, because obviously Mondo had their 2000X unveiling, and then this is at least 3 waves, if not
Yeah,
more. This is
100%.
like wow. I remember.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Michael.
And there's characters missing here too, like Tila and Whiplash and Trapjaw. It's like they have a long way to go with this line, and if this is what they're kicking it off with, I was like, "Geez, Louise, like what a way to kick it off."
I wonder why they showed so many figures all at once. It's incredible. It's not really like them to like debut a brand new line like this and like put out like all their eggs in one basket like so quickly.
That's
That's
true. That is
incredible.
true. Yeah, I remember when they first revealed the cartoon collection line, like there was just a few figures,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I think the cartoon collection line is doing just anecdotally. I think the cartoon collection line is doing a lot better than they were expecting, because it's still in stores, right? Which is something that just to acknowledge this, Scott Knightley, it's still I guess vindified is, I think is probably one of the best word for it, because he was not wrong in that Master Universe Origins has been removed technically, but obviously in stores, Master Universe Cartoon Collection has taken its place, right? So, and of course, Masterverse was not. I think he did. I'm not sure if he really mentioned Masterverse, but I think he's going to continue to toe that line, which is fine. I mean, it's all good. But I think what happened here, if anything, is that I think they wanted to make a statement here, showcasing that these are cartoon collection figures. These are not like classics figures. These are not the Four Horsemen's figures.
Right.
You know what I mean? These are Mattel's versions of 2000X, and I think it shows. And I think they really wanted to assure the fans that this is something that they're dedicated towards, because this is not a small tooling. This is like tooling alone. There are figures here that are one-off tooling, like one-off toolers.
Roboto, like when they use Roboto.
Ranman. Beastman and I think Clawful are close to each other, but I don't think the others. There's no you can't reuse it.
You know me, guys. You know what? Just looking at this line says to me, and all the new tooling, and that they went like totally different, bucks and all this kind of stuff. That it means that MOTU is successful at Mattel, and it's doing well for them, and they're willing to invest the money to make this new line and put in all the tooling, because you can see there's a lot of parts that aren't reused. I mean, when we first got Origins, it was like a bunch of reused parts with different chest armor and like maybe like a couple different boots and stuff like that. But a lot of the line was shared pieces, and like you look at this, and it's amazing the investment they put into it.
Totally. Wanted to give Drew Chase a huge shout out for the $10 super chat. He said they wanted to get those 2000X dollars before Mondo got them. Ooh, like, it's funny. Like like when a company licenses out their property, like don't they get some money for it? So like, doesn't it benefit Mattel to sell as much Mondo, sell as much 2000X? Like, I think these figures are different enough in different price points than Mondo.
Absolutely.
Where you have your Mondo collectors, you're going to have your Origins collectors, and you might have some crossover, and some people will get both. But I think it was actually smart for them to release 2000X while Mondo is doing it, because it creates hype and excitement for it.
They're cashing in on the excitement for 2000X. I guess I'm going to call it the kids that used to watch that are now getting to the age where it's going to be nostalgic for them. They're in their, close to probably 30 years old plus. And now they're probably getting to that age where they want to relive their childhood and buy the toys that remind them of it. And so doing that at the same time that Mondo's releasing it is, I think, a brilliant move. There's excitement over the 2000X line. This is a different price point, slightly different scale. And so I think it's just, smart of Mattel to do that.
Yeah. Danny, what are your thoughts? I mean, you saw what was on display at Mondo, which was crazy detailed. And then you saw this cartoon collection. Can these two exist in the same field, like in the same place? As like, or will they compete against each other? What are your thoughts?
I think like Mondo caters more to the, I don't know how you say it, but more of a higher end type figure,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody knows that, right? And the Mattel, well, yeah, this version here, it's probably more on the affordable scale, right? Or on the,
Mhm.
mainline. Yeah, mainline, right?
Yeah.
So
20 versus 100, probably.
yeah, exactly, right? So it's cool in the sense that it caters to both areas, right? Both categories
Yeah.
of collectors, right? So I think it's cool, right? Truthfully, I like the Mondo figures. I'm not gonna lie, the 112. To be honest, I'm not a huge MOTU collector, but after seeing those, I changed my mind. Right? And also the like the ones that we just seen with the Chimera and stuff. So those are actually cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want those. But anyways.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the more affordable choice.
Mhm.
They have that really close cartoon aesthetic, if that's what pulls at your heartstrings, which is great. And the Mondo figures are highly detailed, hardly articulated. Come with a lot of extra pieces, and they're really for the high end collector. And so they're just made to be really display pieces and not messed around with and like have fun playing with it.
Yeah,
Right.
but they look cool still at the same time.
They are amazing, yes. And it's just
You're
what I'm saying is you're absolutely right. There's these are for two different markets of collectors, right? Because one's a 20 price point, and one's probably closer to $100, and so there you're gonna have to cherry pick. Get just a couple or here, and you can collect the whole line for about the same price as a couple figures.
Yep. Yeah, Mr. Home Arcade makes a great point. Different strokes for different folks. There's enough 2000X to go around and two different options coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is great. But yeah, I did talk to one of the designers, and he said that these are, in fact, they are continuing the cartoon collection with the 2000X line because it was an animated and cartoon series. And so they're kind of, he didn't say this, but I'm guessing that they're kind of shifting their focus from Filmation to 2000X. It's not going to mean that we're not going to see any more Filmation figures ever. But they gotta shift their focus. And somebody made a comment just about they also said that they wanted to lean into their cartoon accuracy, which I tried to do. I got side by sides for all of these figures, like, and Jay, when you were talking about like there than everyone, like the tooling for this stuff, it's like you would never use this for any other figure at all.
No, it's very unlikely. I just can't unless they especially Ramen.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't see any other character in that series who's quite like Ramen. You know what I mean? It's very one and done kind of situation, right? And these, of course, are going to be deluxe figures. They're probably going to come with additional accessories or what have you. But I mean, based on the characters themselves, these are just amazing. And
they're crazy. And these are prototypes too. Like if you actually look at some of the pictures, like you could see like some of the some of the pieces which are glued and painted and things like that. So I love that they showed all of this stuff off here and just went so deep in it.
Yep. And because they're Paint Masters, things can still change. Like we have seen in the past that faces on Paint Masters don't necessarily reflect the faces on the finals, and many times the faces on the finals are actually much, much, much better. Not to say that these were poor in any regard; they were actually very good. On the floor.
There was a couple faces in here that I would want them if they had room to design them better. Like this one would be one of them. Like it's like again with the He-Man sculpt head and the Prince Adam sculpt head. It didn't hit it right on this one. But just looking at some of the facial features in the cartoon and the one that is in the prototype, would like it to look a little bit more cartoonish.
Yeah, for sure. But you can't always get the likenesses exactly right. So
that's true.
I think that with these first passes, I think they're pretty close. And again, they're all Wave Masters, so we will definitely see how that runs. But yeah, I'm very excited for both lines, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was incredible just seeing that many figures on display at one given time. I've never seen that ever.
No,
That's just
no. It's funny. I went to Comic-Con during the Masters of the Universe Classics era, and that's actually where you saw maybe 10 or 12 figures in a case like this for classics. And I love seeing just the sheer number of figures that they had on display. Skeletor looks great. I'm so glad that they so one of my questions for this line when we got the information that they were actually doing a 2000X line was like, were they just going to do the origin style like they did before? And I'm so glad that they have just retooled everything and are just kind of going all in.
So I will say that the Skeletor and the He-Man look pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm not in on the rest of the line, but maybe I'll just get those two as representations. I did like how those turned out.
Yeah, this was the figure I was waiting for. Like the Zodak with a K, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably going to be a favorite for a lot of people out there because it's just a really killer design. It was killer in classics, and I'm very happy to see it represented here too.
Yep. I'm very excited with many of the characters that are being showcased.
Yeah.
And none of your biz. Yeah, of course. They were Toy Habits was predicting a lot, and a lot seems to be coming true.
Actually, Wave 27 is Cartoon Collection. It's Cartoon Collection 2000X. It's going to have He-Man, Triclops, and Stratos, and the Deluxe Beastman. So
so we're absolutely right. Baroness says, I could see how this can appeal to millennials. Yeah, absolutely. It's totally up their alley.
Yeah, and on that note, it's interesting that they really have taken a lot of cues from their newer lines, Cartoon Collection, but also Thundercats, across MOTU, and created newer bodies for their standard bucks. I mean, these are a lot sleeker, a lot more animated in their overall design, but nowhere near as a departure as the Four Horsemen did when they first released their designs from Masterverse. Those were incredibly detailed and almost statuesque because they weren't really action figures. They were more like slightly movable statues. I mean, it has its place. But I'm really glad that we have much more articulation on these. And you know what? Danny's all about the articulation. Danny did.
No, I will.
Awesome. Yeah, Allison
no joints. I'm sorry.
I need those toe joints, but anyways.
We do.
You need those toe joints.
You're gonna trip over your flat feet.
Yeah, there you go. Allison says, finally, Zodak, this is the one 2000X I've been wanting since day one of Origins. Yeah, I agree, Miss Allison Troy. Man-at-Arms looks great. I expected his armor to be a little bit bigger, but this is good enough for me. I mean, a lot of the translations from the cartoon to the figure were very, very well done. One of the faces that really puzzled me when I was in the booth, because I kind of hadn't remembered what her likeness was in the cartoon, was Evil Lynn. I was like, it doesn't look like I remember her, but just looking at the 2000X cartoon, I could see kind of how they came up with that face sculpt.
Yeah, looks good there. Nice.
Yeah, again, these are very early, right?
Yeah,
this guy looks cool.
They're with paint masters, they do tend to, especially early paint masters like these.
Yeah,
they're a high development process right now. So I'm excited to see what they as they get closer and closer. I'm excited to see what they have.
Totally. It's funny. I thought like Beastman's face looked just totally crazy, but then if you see him in the cartoon, it's they actually did a pretty good job.
It's pretty spot on. Yeah, it's pretty much there.
Very nice.
But yes, it was a very cool display. It was fun to see them, and then that wasn't all, because right below them was the Masterverse figures. So we had the next. I'm guessing these are the next couple waves. We know wave 19 is Mantenna, Mosquitor, and new Anti-Eternia He-Man. So I'm guessing that they're showing Wave 20 here as well with Keldor, Dragstore, and I think this is Force Captain Adora, which also, we had heard that Dispara was coming to the Masterverse line, and you can make her into Dispara here too. So I thought the Masterverse figures, these were pretty crazy. I mean, Jesus, the Mantenna and Mosquito alone were nuts.
Yeah, these are some glorified freaks right here. They are.
Yeah.
Someone get out the can of Raid.
Absolutely inspired. Shout out to Terrence for these. Terry went all out, man.
Oh my god, crazy!
Yeah,
he dug deep for these guys.
Yeah,
I mean, just the organic nature of all in both Mantenna and Mosquitor, even with the eyeballs, even with the extensions that the socket, like when it's popping out of its sockets, it kind of looks a little grotesque.
Yeah.
Yeah, these aren't your Filmation. These are definitely not your Filmation.
Which is great.
Oh my god, Nunyabiz, I feel like the Mantenna is eating his eye.
But it's funny, during preview night, they didn't have Mosquitor's blood chest on him. It was just a silver piece. And then it's funny because I went back on Thursday and I was like, oh, did you change anything in the displays? Like, oh, I accidentally didn't put Mosquitor's blood chest in, so I had swapped that out. So I was like, oh, let me take some pictures. That was pretty much what was new.
That's crazy. How can you forget the one thing that makes us?
I know, right? I don't know. It's
I wonder if that means that there are actually multiple chests, which I think would be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think there are.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw a couple different versions of what the blood pumping feature looked like on his chest. Skeletor, you're absolutely right. We did have a great time together.
And then Anti-Eternia He-Man, I honestly thought when I heard Anti-Eternia He-Man was coming, I was like, okay, it's probably going to be like the classics version, but this is pretty nuts. The Castle Hellskull helmet and just all of the nods to the Castle Hellskull art were pretty fantastic, I thought.
And he comes included with a toupee.
Yes.
A wig.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get us time for here.
I'm very impressed with this. Especially the nods to Castle Hellskull, like you said, Michael. It's a real attention to detail.
Yeah.
And I find it fascinating that he has what's it called? New Eternia He-Man. New Adventures He-Man sword.
Yes.
The wing the wing nut sword, as I always call it.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. So does it play like? And if you actually look on the inside of his shield, isn't that movie He-Man sword? Look at the inside of his shield.
Yeah.
The inside of it is movie He-Man sword.
That's crazy.
So he's been hunting. So this version of Anti-Eternia He-Man has been hunting other He-Men in the other multiverses. So this is to me, this actually means that they are leaning into the originals, into the comic book lore on this particular version of He-Man. And I really appreciate the fact that they actually have, the movie He-Man sword and the new adventure, but which is not hard. I mean, they already have those two, right? They had already previously been released. So
that was a good catch.
Great ideas here.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you guys. I see a couple people commenting on this, but Baroness and a couple other people are mentioning that they're surprised they didn't see a slime pit on display. And I was also going to say I was surprised I didn't see the Fright Zone on display because mine already is shipping.
Maybe that's
we
why.
didn't get to physically see it anywhere. Even when it got announced, it was just photographs, right, at New York Toy Fair. So we have not seen the actual playset on display at a convention.
I was kind of disappointed with that. But I think they were. And here's the thing about what they did. If do you have a shot of the Castle Grayskull display entrance. Michael, I don't know if you have.
I do.
I don't have
But
one readily
It's on
available.
my phone.
Okay, if you present or if you just flash it on the screen there.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Yeah,
can
I'll,
find
I'll grab it.
Yeah, because the focus for the entrance is definitely movie focus, right?
Mhm.
And I'm hoping that is a nod to the idea that there will be movie figures. I mean, there has to be. This is Mattel.
There
We're talking
there
about-
will be. There
we're
will be.
talking about a toy company that makes toys, so there
Yeah.
must be. It must be the case. So
It's right there.
I'm very much looking forward to
You see it, Jay?
yeah, that's it. So if you want to just
Yeah,
sorry, Michael. Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, there are going to be movie figures created for this line, Jay. We got anonymous tips galore. And actually, funny enough, Scareglow is actually kicking off the 2026 movie line. Funny enough.
Wow, that's good.
And funny because Scareglow hasn't even been announced as a character yet for the movie, so it's crazy.
Okay, so Michael, if you want to like shoot, hold on for a second.
Well, no, I'm trying to send it to you through.
No, I got it. I got it. I found it. As
I
well.
sent it through Instagram also.
Yeah. Okay, I found it as well. So here, Michael, I don't know if you want to, if you could isolate, or if you just want to click on my face, there's the three dots there, and just say solo.
Good.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So let me just put this up. So this, if you see it, right?
Yeah.
You can actually see that they really focused in on the actual movie, gateway. So I think what they're trying to do here is they're trying to showcase. Oh yeah, there it goes. They're trying to showcase that. They're trying to focus on the idea that the movie is going to be a big deal this year.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's going to be massive.
Absolutely.
There is the sort of power. There is the portal. I'm thinking that's the portal of to another world, right? So it's going to be interesting to see these new toys that are going to be coming out in the next little while.
Yeah,
And I'm very
100%.
excited about that.
100%. Yeah, I mean, if our sources are correct, there's going to be a subline called Movie Chronicles, and I don't know if I'm getting this wrong because we don't have a ton of information, but it sounded like the Masterverse line is getting rebranded as Chronicles moving forward. So this is a 2026 thing, and so we have to wait 6 months, or maybe New York Toy Fair or London Comic Con, all the cons down the line, but we don't have a ton of information just yet. So anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Masterverse Wave 19, and really interesting trio here, Keldor. And I was actually talking to one of the designers, and he said, like, I didn't want to do another Keldor with a blue Skeletor body. So he took some illustration, I think he said, from a comic. I've been trying to find which one this is. So if anybody knows where this Keldor representation has come from, please drop it in the chat. But Keldor, Force Captain Adora, and huge surprise with Dragstore. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, two drag stores when in 1 year, when everyone was asking for Dragstore for the longest time. So Dragstore fans, there you go. We got Dragstore, and I believe, I think discussing with Toy Sorceress and Michael, that the wheels actually are functional to a certain degree. So
yes. Yeah, it looks, just in the close-up shots, it looks like the center wheel you could spin it, and also you can spin the wheels on his hands too. So that's really neat. And I don't have
no ripcord, of course.
Yeah,
not this time.
It's been his little thing.
Yeah, we don't have release dates on Dragstore or Stinger or this wave, but I think the wave, I don't know, the wave 19 figures will probably be coming out, in the next couple months, and then followed by these figures here.
Yeah.
Paul, oh my gosh, it was so great to see Paul again. Put that Force Captain Adora head on Dragstore to make RuPaul's Dragstore. I love it.
Absolutely, it was definitely great to see Paul in line, and it was great seeing you guys. All of you guys who were at the show. Thank you guys for stopping us, because it's great to see. It's great to put names to faces, and because oftentimes that's all we see. We only ever see monikers or nicknames or avatars, and it's great to finally meet you and say, "Holy crap, you're Paul!" And
yeah,
yeah, it was great.
Mitchell asked,
Force Captain Adora. I think she looks really good.
Yeah, she looks great.
Very, very much in the style of what a Force Captain would really look like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. She does have her Despara look, but maybe not a full Despara. This may be like a half measure Despara. Like she's still becoming Despara.
Yeah.
I think that's a really, because she definitely looks like one of those Horde troopers. Who are more higher rank. I really do like the way they've treated it, and if you can actually see, and I'm crossing my fingers on this. I'm wondering if the top piece of the armor actually comes off, and that's why certain parts are much more oversized than others. But putting it that way, because if you actually look at her under tunic, doesn't that look like Adora, like from Filmation?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Right, so it would be interesting if they're actually hiding the fact that this can actually be perhaps the Adora we're all hoping for. So because it looks like the plate armor on her waist might also be
it comes off. Like if you take off the underneath, like she has her pink tunic or whatever.
Yes.
Shirt.
Oh, yeah, she has white sleeves. Oh my gosh, I think you're totally right, Jay. It's so funny because there's all these when I got home, there's all these questions that I had in my head that I wished I would ask the designers, like that question, like if I had studied this a little bit more.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure, because we all noticed it, that top bodice,
the heaving chest plate.
You guys noticed it more than I did.
Really big. I just gotta go ahead and say it. That top bodice is well endowed. Let's just go ahead and get that that elephant out of the room. And why is that though?
Yeah,
right?
That's 100%.
Danny wants this figure now, right?
You know me so well, bro.
Yeah. So technically, this is 3 figures in one. Then
was this your favorite, Danny? Out of all those?
No, to be honest, the first dude is actually my favorite. When I seen him there, I was like, oh, I gotta have it.
Oh, Keldor, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks sick.
Yeah. Dragstore is great. Mitchell asks, where are the Masters of the Universe 80s film-like characters? Great question. They didn't have any reveals. We've been sitting on one figure, which we haven't, information that we got, and I'm not sure if it's, gonna come out or when it's gonna come out, but we're kind of sitting on a movie character right now. But if you're talking Masterverse, yeah, they had 0 representation for the 1987 movie. But if you're talking Origins, those will come out from Mattel Creations because they were part of the vintage line.
She'll be in the room 5 minutes before the rest of her enters.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Says the country gentleman.
That is too funny.
I had to put that up on the screen because I was cracking up to myself.
So.
That was hilarious, country gentleman. You're great.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I thought great showing for the Masterverse line. Yeah, it's nice to get a look at the upcoming waves, and it's funny because we have New Eternia Hordak and New Eternia Cobra Khan in the display. Like, where was Tila? Tila was nowhere to be found, and I know that Tila got a ton of backlash when we released those in-hand images from Jason on Facebook, who was nice enough to send those to us. So maybe they left her out on purpose. I don't know.
Probably.
Poor Tila.
I know.
Poor Tila. All right. Anything else on Masterverse before we move on?
No, let's keep going. We got
All right.
that to cover.
We do. All right. So getting into some of the panel reveals. So we did get some early information, and this goes back to April of 2025, that Panther Man was coming to the line, and earlier in the month we got the official wave confirmed before this panel, and it was Lion-O and Panther Man. So yeah, repaints, this is basically a repaint wave. So
it's all a repaint wave.
Yeah, when I heard about this wave, it was a head scratcher. I was hoping that Panther Man was not a straight up repaint of Battle Cat man, but it looks like he is.
Yeah, he is. I guess
might be slightly different though.
I think his wrists, I guess, with the little claw portions, and his shoulder pauldrons are a little different in helmet. But besides that, it's repaint.
Yeah, where are the baddies? I don't have any confidence that those are coming, so I don't know how deep this line is going to go if they're doing repaint so soon in the line. But the hearing the designer talk about these in the panel, he did want to kind of lean into Lion-O's more 80s looking color tones and stuff like that. He did also want to lean into Panthro's ninja background as well. So that's kind of the backstory.
Great, but we didn't have to get him in wave 3, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Space it out a little bit.
I'm a similar question. Like, I get it. It's it's Mattel's MO. I mean, that's what they always do. But I think we could have done with but where's Tila? What I mean? Like,
Tila's MIA throughout this whole con.
Like, where's the sword? Where's Evil Lynn? Where is everybody? How many how many villains do we have right now? We don't have many.
Yeah.
I think
I asked the question if Panther Man was going to be flocked to one of the designers, and I just got a kind of silent.
He's the only other villain right now, right? Like that's pretty much it. Like, where's Slithe? Where's Jackalman? Where's where are they?
Yeah. Oh my God, it would be. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what I thought of too? I just thought of this. Like Robato's stuff could be repurposed for like berserkers for this line too. I was like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe there will be a use for those parts. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah. So this was the concept illustrations. So don't know when we'll see these in plastic. But Danny, are you? What are your thoughts on these?
Yeah, they're all right. I'd like to see them in person. That's really what I would say.
Plastic, yeah.
But the guy at the end here is it
Panther Man?
Panther Man.
Panther Man. He looks badass.
He does.
Yeah. So
he does. And it's funny. Who was the designer that you were Toy Sorceress that you were talking to for the longest time? Who made these? Because I think he slipped up in one of the in this panel.
It was the one he had a little bit of a goatee and glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to misremember his name.
Oh, that's fine. But he was describing
the table when they were doing the panel reveals.
So he was describing these, and it's funny because he was like, "Oh, Panther Man was teased on Tigra's card art, but we haven't seen Tigra's card art yet." So I was like, "It's funny."
Yes, exactly.
No, he knows. He knows too much.
Yep. But I did have a long conversation with him, and it doesn't sound like the line is going to be over anytime soon.
Oh, that's good.
So,
yeah,
that's the most I could get out of him. But Linkso, Bengali, and Pumara, that would be great.
That would be awesome. And Jay, you bought some MOTU Thundercats while we were messing around, before the convention. What do you think of these?
No, well, I mean the Thundercats we did find. I am absolutely enthralled with them. They are inspired. ToyTubers just took some photography and was messing around with them all weekend. And other than the kind of weird little things where Lion-O's legs are a little painted on the left and the right, I thought that being able to remove their armor and show their original Thundercats look is great. And if you do have the Cat's Lair, that 5.5 scale really works well with the Cat's Lair. I mean, like not that the ultimate scale doesn't work with it; it works just fine. But if you want like true scale, like these are technically still not true scale, but they're getting closer, a lot closer. And I do like the way they're treating this line. These are not Master Universe sculpts. These are brand new sculpts from the ground up, and it really is really cool to add. And the fact that again, Battle Cat Man, the only thing weird about him is the damn helmet. He's so bad.
I love it. Eternian Royalty is in the house, and it was amazing to meet you and get to hang out with you. And he says, "Oh, good timing. Why are we getting 2 Panthers before other characters?" Yes.
Well, why are we getting 2 Rhinos? I mean, why?
She's the messenger. We don't know. That's a great question. I can't tell you the backlash I was getting when we reported on this. Just name only.
Oh my gosh!
Confirmations, and I was like, "Why are we getting repaints already?" I'm like.
I think we should lead off these early information articles with a "Don't shoot the messenger."
I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's like, we're bringing you. It's cool news, but like head scratcher news at the same time. But Panther's like weapons, like his mace looks freaking amazing, and his to have a mace and an axe on his nunchucks. That's pretty freaking sick. Like, how would you actually wield those?
Very carefully.
Yeah.
Skillfully. Very skillfully.
Skillfully. Yes. But, so that is wave 3 of the Thundercats coming in plastic. We don't know when. And I think this is something that we were just stepping into when we got the call from the Toy Sorceress to get the FO from the Hasbro exclusives line. This 40th anniversary She-Ra and Swiftwind Toy Sorceress. Take it away.
I walked up to the panel like seconds after they showed this because somebody was like, "Oh yeah, they just showed a She-Ra and Swiftwind," and I was like, "Wait, what?" So I didn't get to see when this thing was revealed. I heard about it and then had to find the photos afterward, only to have my mind blown because it is incredible. I love the packaging. I love Swifty that he looks totally, like he flew out of the cartoon. And of course, you get another version of She-Ra here. I can't tell from this images if there's any differences in the sculpt in the She-Ra, but it looks like maybe in her hair and stuff like that. Maybe your cape's a little different. And of course, she does have that classic shield. This is awesome. I love that we're getting Swiftwind. I've been asking for this in the line for like forever. And the fact that this comes in an incredible packaging, it just makes me so happy. And this is going to become a Mattel Creations exclusive, and it comes out sometime in September, and it's going to go fast. So I'm having FOMO already.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Danny, what are your thoughts on Miss She-Ra and Swiftwind?
Oh, she's cool. I know Toy Sorceress, the minute they showed this, she was going nuts. So and then her and Jay were going back and forth, saying that it's probably going to sell out. So for you guys that are into collecting this one, you got to jump on it for sure.
Yeah, this is a good time to get your Club Grayskull membership to get on it early, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is about time. I mean, She-Ra's 40th anniversary. It's not been filled with a lot of She-Ra. So this is awesome. Like, it's about freaking time. And you know what? Again, I've been posting up customs of figures done by fans. You know what I mean? I've been posting up so many things which people have been wanting, and people want this. You know what I mean? Like they obviously, the response to those videos has been like ecstatic, and so it's about freaking time. I mean, like we've been waiting on the Swiftwind for freaking ever. So glad to see it, and I'm glad to see that it looks like he can transform into spirit. You know what I mean? And the harness, it looks like that's where the wings attach. So I think that's actually a really good way of doing that. That way he doesn't have holes on the side of his body.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good way of doing it. I think that the sculptors really have taken a lot of time and figured this out. And I love this box. This box is just absolutely inspired. Look at the crystal aspect of it, where you can see right through it. This was obviously on Roy Walris's Instagram page, and I love the overall design, the look, the fact that the sorceress is in the background, bestowing the honor of Grayskull.
It's the toy sorceress.
Yes.
And then this has a special sleeve that goes over it that looks like the Crystal Castle, which is really cool.
Yep. 100%.
I would keep it in the box.
This again, yeah, exactly. Danny's right. Many people are going to keep this in the box, but the reality is this thing is going to sell out fast.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't gotten your club Grayskull membership, you better get it. This one is not going to last. It's going to be very much the same as it was with Barbie on its first time around, and I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that this will have a second run, because I have a sneaking suspicion, and Toy Habits will eventually confirm this, but with their sources. But I believe this is going to be a Mattel Creations exclusive. I don't think this is not going to come to retail. I have a
I think it is Mattel Creations.
It is the Mattel Creations exclusive.
There you go. So
I have a question. With this, do you think we'll get Arrow and Bo?
Oh,
I mean, the mold is there.
They're gonna reuse the horse mold, right? And we already have Bo.
Yeah,
so they can make another version.
There. It's ready to go. I mean, I don't see why. I think though that will depend on the sales of this, and again, I think it's going to sell out just like crazy. But this is also going to be an eBay exclusive too. I think a lot of people are going to be putting this on eBay. I mean, like, just because.
Yeah.
So it ticks all the check marks. It's got a great presentation. It's freaking Swiftwind. It's 40th anniversary for She-Ra. Every box is ticked. This is definitely going to be one that that's gonna appeal to everyone. And am I incorrect, or is that a crystal? Like, I think I'm hoping and dreaming it. Is that a crystal sword, or is that just something I'm like? It just looks like it is.
It kind of does look like a crystal sword.
It's like light blue or something.
Yeah. Can we go to the other shot where it shows
because it's like the transformation mode?
Yes, which is what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, the sorceress is actually
in the digital, it is blue. It is kind of like
because the hand if you look at the way the package is, that the sword and the sorceress's hand are actually touching.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so neat. Look at that, Jay, picking up on all the details. But yeah, no, you're right. It's maybe it'll be like the birthday cake looking like sparkly sword that came with the Prince Adam.
Mike just confirmed. The weapons have a bluish hue, they said.
Yeah. You can see it in the digital render too, or whatever the picture they flashed here. It is.
I think the sword to shield also has a bluish hue to it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. That's awesome.
Very nice.
That is awesome.
That's
she looks great.
I'm all in on this one. Probably gonna get to keep one nice in the box. I don't know.
There you go.
Big hand. That's gorgeous.
Danny's gonna flip 5 of these.
Watch out, guys.
I know, right?
All right. She's gonna be great. Anything else on Miss She-Ra and Swiftwind?
No, I think this is amazing, and I'm like, muzzle up. We finally got it in the line. Muzzle. I was beyond like words. This helps make up, for She-Ra's 40th anniversary. So to me,
a little,
just a tiny bit.
Tiny bit. I think it's incredible. This is awesome.
Yeah, throw us a bone. And then they had a blacked out panel for a couple days in the Mattel booth, and I guess they were waiting for the design panel to reveal these guys, and we have the first ever Hasbro Mattel mashup of Masters of the Universe Transformers, which again, looking at comments everywhere, is a very polarizing thing to do, but I don't know. I think this is fun. Like, there's only 2 figures. Like, they're not releasing a whole line that I know of, but I thought this was a cool idea. and I think the Toy Sorceress and I were joking around like this is our version of Transformers because they don't
transform. It's like that's great.
Oh man.
So yes,
I mean, for us, because I don't like to actually transform the Transformers because it's just so hard and it's frustrating for me. They're cool looking, but I'm not great at transforming them. So I'm like, I'm actually glad that this was.
Perfect.
Lee Benson look like they've been trick or treating. It's funny. Oh my gosh, that's I totally didn't even think about that. It's like what do Eternians do for Halloween? They dress up as Transformers. Look at that. But yeah, it's funny. Like I've seen
Ben Cooper line. I'm totally kidding.
I've seen a bunch of comments around just like like Buzz Off should have been with Bumblebee and all this stuff. But I think the characters work together. Megatron looks really, really sick. The Megatron armor Skeletor. I love that.
I really like what they've done with Skeletor. I was speaking with one of the designers, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but it's my understanding that Bumblebee was a required figure in the first one. Okay. So they had to choose carefully, and they could have done worse with Man-at-Arms. I mean, he looks pretty. He has to be heroic too, right? So he has to be on the good guy's side. So
yeah, that's a good point because we're also dealing with two ginormous corporations, and they all have their wants, and they have to make compromises and things like that. So, but love the box art. I mean, it honestly melds the Energon Transformers universe and the Masters of the Universe so well with even just turning like Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain into that Transformers art style was freaking cool. And even the rocks too, the rock bursts look like that.
I love it. I love the whole intro dynamic from the first season of Transformers. I really love that whole concept. I'm the only problem, like for me, and I've said this a couple times. The only thing is I've always been a guy of the mindset that a Transformer has to transform.
Yeah,
I mean that's
I agree.
I would have so appreciated if maybe they were able to work out some sort of like armor transformation,
mini transformation or something.
Yeah, like the armor, like a weaponizer, Danny. You know what I mean? Like weaponizers transform their body parts transform into something else, right?
Well, I think the staff or whatever part of that transforms a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you are correct. Yes. So Jay, you kind of get a little bit of what you want with the staff, but I think we're probably talking about like the body, right?
That's so cool. Yeah. You know what? Now I can see a little bit of that. So that's really, really neat. And now I'm really curious. Are any of these pieces sentient? You know what I mean? Like I would really like to see who writes the story on this one. What is the mini comic gonna reveal? Because I would like to see if maybe all of these things are Energon based or like have some sort of sentience at all, because I think that would really lend itself to a really cool story. But yeah, I mean, because if you think about it, right? If you think about it, the last Transformers movie actually had a hint of that, right? Where if spoilers ahead, the character at the end, the human, actually got to suit up in a Cybertronian armor, right? So I'm wondering if it's leaning into that type of idea.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I love that.
And if you think about Transformers the movie,
Spike.
Oh gosh, Daniel actually has a Transformers suit, right? So
that's right.
A lot of ideas going around.
Yeah. I was actually surprised that they dedicated like just so much space, like
for two characters. Yeah,
a Dio.
Right, we needed like a Dio or something, right? Or like put like Man-at-Arms Origins and like a Bumblebee, like actual Transformer in there. That would have been fun to see, like Megatron and Skeletor, just to see their.
And these are available both on Mattel Creations and on Target.com. So if you're interested in them, check out our article. We have links on where you can order these. They're up for pre-order. right now.
Right now.
Awesome.
Right now.
Cool. All right. Anything else on these MOTU Transformers?
Nope. Let's keep
Going once,
moving.
going twice. Gone. All right. All right. So keeping in the MOTU scale, I was very pleased to see the WWE Superstars booth with the reveal of my favorite tag team of all time, Demolition.
Demolition.
So,
Yes.
so excited about that. I was beside myself when I saw these. It's funny because they didn't have Axe and Smash or Crush up yet, and they had the masks, and I was like, oh Lord, what's coming? But they look awesome. I mean, I know this line is super, super hard to collect, but you know, we're getting a window into what is it, series 3 future waves of these figures, plus Mattel Creations exclusive rights smack dab in the middle. But super happy with how all of these figures are turning out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, wrestling is still incredibly popular, especially the I don't know how to call it. I guess the golden age of wrestling.
It's like the gimmick era, right? Where you know you had Demolition, Hurricane, like Doink. This is where like Doink the Clown and Duke the Dumpster Drosy and all those other like really stupid characters that they had. But you remember them, and they're like, you know, it's like Hillbilly Jim. He's such a sweetheart, right? And it's all that.
That was pretty cool. And Jake the Snake.
Yeah, it was definitely the era of it was like a kids era. You know what I mean? Like that's where the kids really got into it.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
So we have series 16 on display, which is the next wave after this one, which has Nikolai Volkov, the Ultimate Warrior, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and George the Animal Steel. And then we also had we didn't attend the panel, but they did announce Axe Smash Crush and also Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So this is kind of paying homage to his I think it's a SummerSlam '89 where he actually was in with Demolition. So he painted his face with an American flag. I'm super excited about Series 18. Got some really, really cool characters like the Undertaker, a proper version of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Jesse the Body Ventura, but Mankind version 2 with Sacco. Like that's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Anyways, I have a very hard time finding these figures, and I have to rely on friends out in the wild. Rob 2023 actually just got me the latest couple waves of the WWE Superstar, so I'm all caught up now. So do Danny or Jay, do you guys collect these? Or
I was in on it for a while, but just like you, it's impossible to find these. Like I can't. Like Danny, have you ever found anything past Ricky the Dragon? I don't even think we got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Like Walmart just does not carry these in our area.
Yeah, no, these kids are hard to find for sure.
Yeah,
around here, anyways. You guys have all the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
No, I can't find it in my area either. I was able to pick this guy up from a certain vendor at Frankincense. So that's the only reason I got him. So
yeah, but I wanted to give a shout out to Ringside Collectibles for taking these images at the panel. I had it on my list to go, but just couldn't make it, and I wish I did because I wanted to see these reveals. So, but
yeah,
lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff coming out, and we haven't really talked about the Hasbro booth yet too.
Well,
so
I was going to say before you change subjects from wrestling, one more really cool thing that they announced at the Mattel booth was the return of LJN, the big rubber wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty cool. I don't think we have photos right here, but they have a couple waves already planned for that, and I'm looking forward to it. There's some
crossover.
cool.
Sorry.
What was that?
Sorry, I'm sorry to jump in like that.
Oh no, Danny. I'd like to hear your take, but I one of them that was included in I think maybe the second or third wave was a remake of the original Ultimate Warrior, which, if as you know, came at the end of the line when I think it was the other company that had it, and is really expensive on the aftermarket. So it's cool that they're remaking some of the figures from the original line in that.
Yeah, I know there was wasn't there a Street Fighter crossover too, right? Wasn't there like I swear I seen like a Rey Mysterio Ryu.
Oh yeah. They had the final boss, The Rock, as
that's
as
cool.
M. Bison. Yeah, and they had I think the Ultimate Warrior is Blanca.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They weren't for me. It's funny because I was talking with Mad Hatter at the time when we were kind of I just had bumped into him at the WWE booth, and we're like, these things are, it's like the Turtles didn't work out, so maybe they're shifting into Street Fighter. I don't know, but I wasn't a fan of those, but
I feel like that Street Fighter license is going around.
Yeah. Did you happen to check them out, Danny? Because did you cruise by and check them out?
Oh yeah, that's right. I seen the Rey Mysterio Ryu, the Blanca, right?
So
they were actually, the box was kind of cool the way they were packed. I think they had like an arcade machine, like. And,
oh wow.
Yeah, kind of like the what is it? The Jada Toys. How they.
So what line was that for? What scale or what line was that for?
It was for the WWE Elite, like their 7-inch line.
So
it wasn't for Superstars. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Wrestling stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Look at Alex's comment. That means that Mattel can access Street Fighter license. Hello, Origins. I love that.
Oh, so just by the way, I did have a very interesting conversation with one of the designers for Mattel, the designer that was in charge of the Thundercats line, and I happened to show him our poll that we just did and mentioned the poll we did last year. He was very interested in hearing what we had to say. So you never know.
For sure.
Yes. Yeah. I'm trying to look for some of those bendy figures or those rubber figures on Instagram, but it's hard to get.
Yeah, they actually look really cool. Who had that posted? Gosh, I think I slacked it to myself. If I take a look.
Yeah, I think probably Ringside. I'll look up Ringside Collectibles. They probably have posted that because it's all wrestling. Let's see if they have some of those. But yeah, those. You have a lot of those vintage figures, Toy Sorceress. Those are great.
I do, just because they're very nostalgic for me. I never had any growing up, but I had a couple friends of the family that collected like all of them. I just remember hanging out at their house when I was a kid, and we would play Nintendo and then play with other stuff. But those wrestling figures were always around, and I thought they were cool. So the fact that there you go, they're remaking them, and the hardbacks look like the vintage ones, which are really cool. And then you're gonna have Chase ones that are with the black background as well. So that's the first wave, but the second wave is the ones that got really excited about, because look, you can see their remakes of the original vintage, some of the original characters.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, King Kong Bundy, I remember. I remember King Kong Bundy. Let's see.
So they're kind of like the big rubber guys. They're very cool.
I saw somebody in the comments, was saying like, oh no, Hulk, but actually Action Figure Attack, who's the brand manager, I think with Hulk Hogan's passing, they might have held him back. But yeah, it looks like we're also getting a Hulk Hogan too.
Nice.
Wow.
So,
wow.
There we go.
That's pretty cool.
There we go. All right. All right. Anything else wrestling related, y'all?
That was it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see Jay. Sorry.
Sorry.
Not paying attention.
Oh, sorry.
It kind of my connection kind of like died.
Oh, all right. But all All right, so yeah, now we're moving into the Hasbro booth and the G.I. Joe Classified series displays, and man, they had some really cool displays of the Snowcat, the Snake Armor, Mastivice Snake Eyes, and Frostbite in here, which is super cool.
Yeah, this thing looks amazing in person. I thought it was a really cool diorama display, and I mean, I backed it. I'm hoping that it gets funded. We'll see, because it's going a little slow.
Yeah, it's close. It's closer
It's
than
close.
than that Republic gunship is right now.
Okay, so maybe all the HasLabs are just moving a little slower these days.
Yeah, but it's close to 8,000. It should it should get over the edge. The thing that I'm worried about is not funding the other figures, because they have some cool accessories like the sauce, like the wieners on the on the skewer and all the other coffee things.
So Michael needs his wiener. So if you're on the fence,
yes. You've heard it here. I definitely need my wieners.
Those wiener sleds, hilarious. What's really interesting too is what's really interesting too is the fact that it if you look at it compared to the Snake Armor, which Danny was actually responsible for selling out on Hasbro Pulse, if anybody was curious.
Good job, Danny.
Yeah.
As soon as you bought his, sold out. I was like, you sold out the Snake Armor. How did you buy again too?
I bought a couple, yeah.
You bought a couple, yeah. Just
meaning like you probably bought like 20 of them.
No. Speaking, I got like 5 Rattlers sitting in my.
Oh, jeez!
Holy cow! Oh my gosh, you have a fleet.
Speaking of, I found your Psylocke like a couple hours after you left.
Oh man,
that was so crazy.
We spent the whole weekend looking all over the city for those things, and then we found them.
That is so typical. Like we were hunting around them for like 4 days. We were hunting for
them. We went to like 10 targets looking for those, and then I found them at the one by our house.
That last one we went to was a kerbuckle. That shit was crazy. That
I know. I thought you guys were all
gonna you had all 3 at one point. It was crazy.
The one that was found in San Diego, I thought you guys were gonna get in a good gang fight. It's just kidding. Like 5 collectors all standing there
around vultures around that cart.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. So I'll get that out to you guys.
So that was a cool display, and then there's also the mainline figures that were shown on display. These are actually going up for pre-order very soon on the actually tomorrow. So.
Oh, well, that is really soon.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. Sci-Fi's Wetsuit, the Grim Viper, and Mainframe.
Which one's your favorites, Jay and Danny, out of this group?
Everybody needs a wetsuit.
True. They did a great job.
Danny wants a wetsuit.
Yeah. No, Mainframe, to be honest, is I'm a fan of here. Just because I love the effects that he's got there. Plus, he's all green and stuff. You know me, I like green figures and stuff.
That's Sci-Fi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sci-Fi, sorry. Yeah.
Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
And what's it on? What definitely? Well, actually, what's it I had as a kid? So.
There you go.
I was gonna say, Baroness already said it. Brain. Yeah, that's what I.
There he is.
The brains.
God. There's the brains, Baroness.
Really, you were saying that. You were saying that about this figure.
Yeah.
And I want to give a shout out to Badass Reviews for letting me use his images. He was actually in the booth, like right in front as they were putting these figures in, and they let him take some really close up photos of them. So that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Carlos knows how to sneak in there.
Yeah. We also had Steeler and Short Fuse 2-pack on display, which was awesome. I don't know when that is coming out. Is not coming out tomorrow, but something that is coming out tomorrow is the Toy Sorceress's favorite, Desert Scorpion, with Scorpion 25.
Oh my god, they were showing these diorama images with like 20 scorpions in it, and I was like getting so grossed out.
She was freaking out so bad.
That photo right there with like 4 of them. I was like,
They do a great job with these pets,
I'm
but
not bugs.
yeah, pets. Yeah, I love in the panel they were talking about, like, you know, like usually like the pets are friendly to you, but they had to include a prod with this one because the scorpions would actually attack the human.
Yeah, right. They were saying that.
Got out of hand, man.
Yeah. So there,
cool.
yeah, so this set is going up for pre-order tomorrow as well, and another set that's also making a an appearance tomorrow, and this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, the G.I. Joe version of the porta potty with some ventilation.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a toilet in that thing. I know.
I hope so.
Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do a toy photography.
Oh my gosh! I think what the Cobra version comes out, so you know that looks more like a porta potty than this, and so I want somebody to do that. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steel Core Sentry with the defense unit is also going up for pre-order, but this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so I think this is the only Pulse exclusive for tomorrow.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And nice. And yeah, they also had some really cool like new figures, and another one that was revealed joining the Cobra Law. So on the they have the Ghost Viper and Pythona.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which really leaves only two other mainline figures for two other figures for the your basic set of Cobra Law figures, really.
Yes. Yeah, the Royal Guard and the Lobulus, right?
The Lobulus, that's pretty much it, which is awesome.
Yes, but Danny, this Ghost Viper really spoke to you, didn't it?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know, definitely. I love the green effect parts, and then the fact you can change the heads to the snake, the wolf. I can just see doing a lot of customs with that. Also, the flame effects that come out like the arms and stuff. So
yes,
that was
looks like he's like melting and like transforming. It's so freaking creepy, and like since I'm getting Crystal Ball, I was like, you know what, he would look fantastic next to Crystal Ball.
Yeah, 100 exactly. I think that's him standing behind him, no, isn't it? On this one.
Yeah, that shoe. I don't have a picture of him, but
I can't wait for that. Thanks.
Yeah, totally. Paul says, the Ghost Viper is a cool idea. Obviously, Pythona is fine. Pythona looks amazing. Like, I'm not a fan of the Cobra Law, but the way that they had sculpted her and just her facial expressions, and all the stuff that she comes with, a lot of like the biotech creature stuff, so awesome.
Every figure should come with a yelling head. Like
yes.
Period.
I love it.
Absolutely.
What did you think about these figures, Jay?
Honestly, I missed. Well, I'm sorry. We did not attend the Hasbro breakfast.
No.
Our invitations got lost in the mail. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right?
We did miss it. So when I had heard that we were getting Pythona, I was very, very excited. So you know, obviously I want Cobra Law to be completed. I want to see Galal. I want to see what they do with Galal. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
and of course, you know, the idea of this hologram tech or whatever this is, you know, some sort of like construct tech that they have for Cobra, or maybe it's hallucinogenic tech. I'm not sure. I think that's really cool and interesting, right? So that is a neat idea.
Yeah, it's funny. I was like joking, like just looking at the snake head. This is like a G.I. Joe Snake Man MOTU crossover. It's like it's like G.I. Joe's first Snake Man.
The Necroconda of G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. But yes, Cobra Commander is the OG Snake Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. I'm gonna make a gang of these guys. I'm gonna buy like a few of these figures and have like a gang with a crystal ball.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, if you need help ordering those, I'll help you out.
All right, thanks.
Because I think this is maybe a Walmart exclusive if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
All the weird shit goes to Walmart.
Yeah.
Crystal ball.
You guys are always on top of it, so we appreciate that.
Oh, of course.
These are ones I wouldn't mind getting canceled.
That's funny.
They're a little too oddball for my taste.
Yeah. Pythona is slotted as a fall convention exclusive. So I don't know if it's going to be part of multiple conventions or, just PulseCon. It could be part of London Comic Con as well. So.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that.
No.
But much like Nemesis Enforcer.
Yes, Nox Nemesis Immortal. I'm still sour on that figure just because one of my good friends did the box art for it, and I found out afterwards after it was sold out, and I still don't have one. So I'm like, I just want it because he made it. Like, I'm not super keen on the figure, but I stopped by his booth. His name is John Gang, and he said, "Oh, I made 3 more box art illustrations for G.I. Joe Classified series, but I can't tell you what they are." So I was like, do I have to buy them? And then once I find out that you didn't do it, do I have to return them? So yeah, he's keeping a tight lid. So I'm hoping that he did the box art for Pythona, because that would make sense. But no, Paul, to answer your question, the Ghost Viper is not dropping tomorrow. It's just those 4 mainline figures that we looked at with a wetsuit, mainframe, Grim Viper, and Sci-Fi, plus the the G.I. Joe Porta Potty with the Sentry and the Desert Scorpion pack.
So Danny, you're working tomorrow, right? Like
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so I think Danny might have to bow out. A little
we gotta
10 more minutes.
Do the rest of the stuff fast because
I'll stick around till 12 our time, if that's okay.
No, we can.
Let's just run through the rest of these real quick because our last segment's actually kind of fun. So
nice. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. But,
oh wow, there it is.
Yeah, you added these Toy Sorcerers.
Oh yeah, so these are the new Ectoglow versions of the Ecto 1. It's pretty cool. This is up on Hasbro Pulse right now for pre-order, and the box art for this is absolutely gorgeous, and it comes with additional stickers to kind of give it that like Ecto 1A look with like the different plasma or slime looks on it. So it's pretty cool. They had also an additional Ghost 2-pack supposed to be a convention exclusive. If you go to the next slide, that is of Slimer and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man that you can see on the right. So I think that one might go up for pre-order during New York Comic Con. They're all glow in the dark, including the little food items there for Slimer to munch on. And I think that's supposed to be a 2-pack shipping in the spring. And of course, we do have the Ecto Glow 4-pack of figures, which is a recreation of the original ones. And what I want to grab the box for this. The box art on that one is also gorgeous, and the same artist. And I apologize that his name is not coming to my mind right in this moment, but incredibly talented artist that did the box art for the Ecto Glow and the Ecto Glow 4-pack of figures, which looks gorgeous. If you remember, the vintage ones of these are super hard to get and very expensive on the aftermarket. So it's amazing that they remade these. And if you weren't able to pick them up at San Diego Comic-Con, Emily did mention that any remaining stock should go for sale about a week after the convention ends. So you'll have hopefully another chance to pick these up with whatever remaining stock they have. But they're really cool. I love that they remade these because, again, as a Kenner Ghostbuster collector, there's no way I would be able to own the vintage versions of these.
Oh yeah,
they're really hard to get, and I love the box art. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
And the cardback art's really cool too. So
super sweet.
Yes.
Super sweet. There's also this is the HasLab?
Yep. So both versions of the HasLab, both the standard version that comes with the Library Ghost and Slimer that is just the Ecto 1. Or if you backed the deluxe version, you got the kit to switch out the light kit and the extra stickers and parts to make it the Ecto 1A from Ghostbusters 2. That also came with the 4 heroes from Ghostbusters 2, and I think everybody was getting the additional figure. And then they had also the 4 roof showdown heroes in the front of the display that just went up for pre-order a couple months ago on Hasbro Pulse, so that they're in their original like Ghostbusters 1 tan outfits, and it's new head sculpts and a little bit new outfit sculpts or colors for what they look like at the end of the movie when they were battling the ghosts at the end. So that's what the 2 different sets of figures are.
That's cool.
Wanted to say hello. So I think everyone gets the Lewis Tully. That's like shown in the back of the photo on the left.
I think that's the case.
Yeah.
Cool. Wanted to say hello to Aaron, who just popped into the chat. Evening peeps. Fortunately, a hot friend was able to pick up the set of Ecto Glows for me. That person,
you.
Yeah, that is me.
I was right with him when he picked those up. Yeah. Very nice of you, Michael.
Good to see you, Aaron. Yeah, we're going through a speed dating version for these last few slides, but we're getting more repaints of M.A.S.K, more 40th edition bundles for you. This is the only way that you can get the Rhino because the Rhino is sold out, but they are doing the Switchblade, the Condor, and the Thunderhawk in these 40th anniversary colors from the loyal subjects. One of the cool things is Miles Mayhem's pants are red, which is a nod to how he was made for the Laser Command, which is very, very expensive on the secondary market. And we did get a sneak peek into a Wave 2. So this is one half of Wave 2. I confirmed. I went back to the booth and I was like, there's going to be a couple more. And he's like, yes, this is just half of it. So the Hurricane and the Jackhammer. So cool stuff coming from loyal subjects. And then I was really excited about this release of the Republic gunship HasLab. Not many were, but I'm excited for it. I hope it funds. I backed it. I think it's one of the cooler designs for some Star Wars vehicles. But anyway,
very sick.
Yeah, I really did enjoy it. I was able to see while I was there. I think one of the designers, Mark, demonstrated the deployment aspect from the rear.
Yes,
and it was a slow opening, and I thought that was really neat.
Yeah,
the telescoping pods were awesome. I really did appreciate the fact that they can telescope up and down and rotate in multiple directions on the sides. Yeah, and the rotating missile turrets at the top, like those things are really, really cool.
Yeah.
The whole unit in general is great. And the figures themselves who are included. It comes with 2 clone troopers.
Yes,
then the other 3 stretch goals. So even if it only reaches the first tier, I think that it's by itself with 2 figures. That's actually a really good value.
Yeah, so. I agree. I agree.
You can swap out the plates for different looks. So.
Yeah, it's a nod to kind of how the World War II like B-17s were designed with painting the nose fronts and everything. We got Salacious Crumb, and I think Kit Fisto is down there too. But
so good.
Yes. All right, and then these were Toy Sorceress. Why don't you walk us through these photos here?
Okay, so this first slide is just a photo pre-convention. When we picked up the guys from the airport, we hung out with the Baroness Toys and Eternian Royalty over at Frankensons, which is the photo on the top right there, and you can see all of us having a great time. And then the bottom 2 photos, one was when we went toy shopping, and of course the lovely barbecue that we all enjoyed in our backyard just before the night we left for the convention the next morning. So this was a lot of fun. And also, you can go to the next slide. We'll just run through these fairly quickly. So, just some photos of us on the convention floor from like the Mattel booth. you and I, and of course me and Jay, and then getting to talk to Sam, one of the designers. And it's funny because the photo on the bottom is like Toy Habits team at work, like when we were in the Airbnb. So both of us just late night on our laptops, just working the night away writing articles. So that was a fun photo. And then the next group of pictures, want to give a big shout out. So these are really awesome. So the next group of pictures, I guess Michael, you can talk through these.
Oh yeah, I added this one. Ran into Ace from Ramen Toy on the floor, which is awesome. Ace is great. Also Hatter, and big shout out to it's Chad. With the frowny face. I think he always does that in all the pictures. Got to meet Emily, or not meet Emily, but see her again. Got to take a nice pic with Damien from the in the MOTU booth, and got to meet this guy in the middle with the glasses. His name is Nick, and he's from the Bay Area, so he is local to me. So let's have another person to pal around with at the toy shops. He also knows Brick Something, so it's a very, very small world. Emily was super sweet when we got to talk to her when we were picking up our exclusives, so that was pretty cool. So big shout out and thank you to Jay from Geek Dev Life and Colleen for hosting this incredible event that was ToyTubers Unite at Night. So it was an event in downtown where a bunch of ToyTubers got together. Jay, our esteemed Jay, Mega Jay here, had got the honor of being on one of the panels, and he also did receive a cool surprise, which we'll show you down at the photo below. But we were hanging out with our bunch of our friends there, fellow ToyTubers, Ace, and there's Jonathan from Nostalgia Unboxed, and of course the top photos are a big group. Then you can see Mr. Toy Sorceress and Mauricio, which was a friend of Hatter, and of course Danny and Michael and Mega J.
That's cool, man. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's most of the time.
Very, very cool people. You can keep going through the photos. And there, Mega J actually received a gift from Mondo, which was a prototype of the Manny Faces with a head sculpt of himself that they made for him, which was an incredible honor. And so Mega J was beside himself, which was just super cool. And we hung out with with Mad Hatter, and of course Jay from Geek Dead Life, and Pixel Dan and Christina were there, and me and Christina had a very lovely conversation. She's so sweet. She really needs some space in her house for her toy collection too. So I was trying to convince Dan. I'm like, hey, you got to carve out some room for Christina as well. she does collect quite a bit of cool things, so it's neat that we have that in common. And then you could just keep running through the photos, and we had Teddy was there, and of course Dan Larson. And you can see some of the panel that were up on stage, just some of the group that were partying, and of course I did capture the moment when Mega J was handed that gift from the Mondo team, and he was just beside himself with really cool emotion. So that was a great moment there.
Epic time.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy evening, and huge shout out to Jay and Colleen for organizing that. Yes. A lot of great ToyTubers, a lot of great people who were there, and a lot of wonderful memories to be made there. So yeah, hopefully we do it again, and it really was just a gathering of creative people, and it was just so great to be part of it.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just saying it was absolutely really nice to get to hang out with everybody and talk toys and talk about our passion and what we saw at the convention.
Yes.
Yeah. And then came reality, where we're like, well, we got to pack up and go and check out of the Airbnb. and so me and Mr. Toy Sorceress were cleaning up, and then Jay and Danny spent one last morning at the convention, and then came back with even more stuff, just a little bit more stuff. And I was like, where are we going to put all this? So Michael flew out separately from San Diego, and Jay and Danny were coming back with us to fly out of LAX the next morning. And somehow poor guys were buried alive in the back seat of the car in exclusives. You guys could talk about that, and then your amazing t-shirts you have down there. So I'll let you say a little words.
Oh
Jay
man,
and Danny.
Danny, you want to say anything about that?
I almost died there, but that's besides. We both did. Never mind. We were But anyway, we were buried alive, basically, right? But
Yes.
it was well worth it. So
It was well worth it. I love it.
Oh, yeah, Paul. Love that pack car. That's how you leave a con.
yeah, exactly, man. We played
Oh my
hard.
God.
Oh
Yeah, that's one way to say
my
it.
god. It was
good-
freaking hilarious. We're looking at the pile like how are we gonna fit all this in the car. But we made it work. I suffice to say I had a pair of vintage Sesame Street Bert and Ernie's between my legs the whole drive home. There was no room to put them in the car. Oh my god, it was hilarious. Yeah, it was great. And then of course you guys got these amazing t-shirts made for your upcoming comic book and figure line for El Dragoon, and those look incredible. So sporting those shirts on the bottom photos there.
Honestly, we did those last minute. It was a last minute decision, but they turned out great. Like honestly, I was very very happy with the way they turned out.
Yeah,
We were wearing them on our way out to the airport. And at least 4 or 5 people stopped us to say, "Yo, your shirt's sick." Even the people that are checking
Nice.
the passports.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
It was pretty
Oh my
crazy.
god, this is great. Turning around, sharp left turn, and those toys would have threw Danny out of the car. They almost
very
did.
Very
Baroness loves your shirts. Oh my god,
Thanks.
that's too funny. Oh wait, right turn. True. Mr. Toy Sources drove very carefully so the two of you did not get buried alive. That was just freaking epic.
It was
Yeah,
great.
that
It was great.
And I think we have one last slide before we wrap up.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
And so we dropped the guys off at the airport. Before that, we stopped at the Baroness of Toys house to drop off her exclusives that I lugged back from San Diego Comic-Con, and the guys got to say goodbye. And of course, we had our fun farewells at the airport and yesterday, and we miss you guys already. We miss all of you, all 3 of you. We had such an amazing time. Really got to bond and spend some amazing memories with the group of you guys. And I'll tell you, the house felt a little bit emptier today.
Aw.
I didn't want to come back, but
Yeah.
Aw. You were having a blast.
I
Yeah.
was having a good time. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it for sure. Till next year, we'll do it again, right? For sure. So
Yeah, the
You guys are
Toy
invited
Sorceress
back.
and Toy Sorceress and Mr. Toy Sorceress were wonderful hosts and
Incredible.
hostesses.
Thank
Couldn't
you.
have asked for anything more. She's an amazing cook and just amazing person to hang around and pal around with, and an amazing partner in crime. So,
Aw. Likewise to you, and big hug to Mega J and Danny, and to you, Michael. And it was our pleasure having you guys in the house, and we made memories that are going to last a lifetime, and it was just so much fun. And this is why you go to these conventions. They're a lot of work and they're exhausting, but you have fun in between all of that, and you make memories that last a lifetime. And it's stuff we're always going to remember, like Joven running around with our pizza last year.
yeah, I can't wait for next year.
There is that.
Yeah.
That is true.
Where's our pizza?
Where's our pizza? All right, y'all. Any last parting words before we wrap this up?
No, you know what, this to me, without a doubt, is probably the best, as you said, the best experience I've had for San Diego Comic-Con. And I've been to many. I've been to I guess this would be the 6th San Diego Comic-Con I've been to, and every other time it's always been like, work, just running here, running there. I mean, like Danny, like last year was just ridiculous. Like we got there, we got off the plane, we just started going nuts, just trying to pick up stuff, right? I mean, it was like, if you compare this year to last year, what would you say, Danny? I mean, it was
this year was definitely a lot smoother, and like just hanging out with you guys and staying on at the Toy Sorcerer's house was just great. We couldn't ask for anything more, You guys literally babysat us, and you drove us around everywhere. We went toy hunting. Like, it was just an epic moment. Just hanging out with friends, just good times, right?
Yes.
Totally.
And, so
Yeah.
you know,
So good.
yeah,
It
definitely.
was incredible. It was incredible. Just even just the times you were just sitting around chilling and relaxing in the backyard, like that was some of my favorite moments. Just to get to hang out with you guys and like chat and kind of learn more about you and your families and your lives and that kind of stuff that we never get the chance to actually to get to know you better. And it was great. We did have some good pizza this time around that we ate with our Olive Garden leftovers on one late night.
Oh yeah.
That was great too.
It was
good.
a ToyTuber slumber party every night during
Oh my god, so much fun.
It was.
So
It was
couldn't ask
truly.
for anything more. And thanks for the loaner of the air mattresses, Baroness. That really helped.
Oh,
Yeah,
those were a
yeah.
lifesaver.
Thank you so much.
Those were a lifesaver. Seriously, they were.
Yes.
They were. It had been like 40 years since I slept on a freaking.
And it was pretty comfortable, truth.
These were great.
No, you were out like a light, like every night, Danny.
Oh, absolutely.
Not that good.
Exhausted every night.
It was great to meet you, Nick, at the ToyTubers Unite as well. So glad you made it. Glad
Absolutely.
Michael, same things. Like, much thanks to you. Just being a cool guy, hanging out the whole weekend. You know.
Oh, thanks, man.
It was just a good time, man. And,
yeah, Michael was a champ. I mean, like every day, getting up super early in the morning, and just to and the we're not going to talk too much about this, but the getting into the convention early every morning was an interesting exercise. I mean, like every single time, you know, let's just say that if you don't get. Let's put it this way: if you don't get to the convention early, you can expect to be waiting in a half an hour line just to get in the doors.
Yep.
So one half an hour to an hour line just to get into the doors. So it was a lot of fun trying to get into the convention. You know, and really just seeing all the guys and people who were also in the same boat. I think that was a lot of fun, and it really helped. Especially when Michael had to grab his luggage and take it to the convention. That was interesting.
That was
right.
Wait, so I have one quick funny story that I was I think I ran in, did a live with Michael, and then I had to meet Mr. Toy Sorceress for the one panel he wanted to see because we went to go see Fluffy Gabriel Iglesias in the big exhibit hall H, which is supposed to be like the biggest convention hall in all of San Diego's convention center, and nobody knew where the heck it was, and I was running late to meet him there. He was already in line, and I ended up out in the back loading dock. I saw daylight, and I was like, because my husband goes, you got to go outside to like get to exhibit hall H, and I was like so turned around and couldn't find where the exit doors were from the part I was in the exhibit hall, and I saw daylight, and I was like, oh, I got to go out that door, so I went. Because somebody had the door propped open and I ended up in the loading dock. So that was pretty funny. And I found my way. I finally found my way there, and we had a great time watching Fluffy. He was hilarious. But that was, just an epic adventure. And I had to ask like half a dozen security guards where the heck the biggest hall was, which nobody seemed to know where to find it. And it held like, I don't know, 6,000 or 8,000 people or something like that. So it's pretty funny that nobody knew where it was.
Wow.
I'd love to see a picture of like how the hall is. Like nobody really. You're not allowed to take pictures in there, are you? Like how does that?
Well, you can't record, but we took just a couple like photos of the space. So, but you're not allowed to record anything, which was fine. But awesome. Super fun hanging out. Like the five of us. Had an amazing time, and then getting to run into some of our viewers at the convention was absolutely incredible. Putting a face to the name and getting to spend some time, and also getting to spend some time with some of our viewers at the ToyTubers United Night Party was fantastic as well. So, and meeting the guys from Mondo and fellow ToyTubers was incredible. But I'm going to give you guys a huge hug. You're all invited back next year. And I can't wait to do this again with
That
you
is
guys.
awesome. And
Appreciate
of
it.
course,
Thank
the
you.
feeling's mutual. You know,
Right.
we no one wants to come out to Canada, but you're always welcome to come out to Canada. I mean, like we'll have we'll have the fires up ready to warm you guys.
Aw.
That is a joke, of course, but
Hey, that was-
no, always like you guys
No,
are always
thank you.
welcome here, and feeling mutual. You know, it was magical. Like you know, like I've never felt so welcome. Going to convention, you know, we're usually so detached. I mean, like I think what really, you know, make fun of it as much as you like, but I think Joven really did help us bond that night.
Oh, totally.
You know, we
Yes.
were really starving and
Starving.
waiting for pizza, which never came. You know what I mean? And finally, when it came, it was cold.
The pizza. Yeah,
We enjoyed it anyway. So
we did. That was. I mean, to remember the name of your, you know, DoorDash delivery driver
Yeah.
2 years later, it was very memorable for us.
That's awesome.
It was so
my
great.
God.
And you know, huge shout out to Mondo. One of
Yeah.
the greatest honors I've ever had. You know, the privilege of being involved in it all. I just had no. I had no words. I just did not know, you know, how to react really. And
That was
you know,
amazing.
a great job on embarrassing me thoroughly. Like, you know, I think that's the.
Yeah.
I think they planned it that way. They just wanted to roast me in a different way entirely, and you know, it's my punishment for complaining too much. I don't know, you know, but at the end of the day, just could not. I don't think I'll ever top that. Like that was just an incredible experience, and I'm truly humbled by the whole. I don't know what I did to deserve that. I don't think I did anything to it. In fact, I don't think I deserved it at all.
You
But-
absolutely deserved it, Jay.
Yeah.
You absolutely deserved it. You're
You're a
incredible.
wonderful human being, Jay. You totally deserve it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I'm not really sure that's true,
Oh.
but yeah, it was great. But even better than that, you know, as great as that is, I wouldn't trade anything for being able to hang out with you guys and
Oh,
you know, sharing the experiences we had this past.
Absolutely. It was amazing. And it just, you know, getting to go live like next to my partner was incredible from the convention floor, and us working, you know, on our articles together, like kind of divvying it up and being like, you get on this and I'll get on that. And just, you know, as much content as we got out in the short amount of time was very cool. And of course, getting to toy hunt and have fun was incredible. And getting to hang out with Jay and Danny and getting to know you guys better was amazing. And just a big shout out to Mr. Toy Sorceress for putting up with all our shenanigans, for driving us around everywhere, for being more of the adult in the room when we were all screwing around and didn't know which way to go in the car. He was a sweetheart and just a lot of fun to hang out with. Just very cool.
That guy has extreme patience, that's for sure.
Yes.
With us.
Yes.
Thank you to him.
And he even went hunting for your Psylocke pack as well. I had to find it yesterday.
Oh
was crazy.
God.
That was just.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So
I
I will. I'm gonna give him a hug from you guys. We'll get those out to you. So anyway, it was fun recapping SDCC with all of you guys. Just so amazing, and we're gonna, you know, do this again next year, and I just can't wait. And make sure you tune in to Mega J Retro and Danny Green on their channels. They're incredible. You guys are awesome. And you also do Titan Talking Toys together, and let everybody know where they can find you guys.
I think you did a great job. I think follow Danny Green on Danny Green Collects on all of his social medias. But you know, never mind the two of us. Like, if you, I know you were all subscribed, but keep subscribing and keep liking and keep commenting and, you know, all that great stuff for Toy Habits. I mean, these guys are working so hard and are the greatest hosts and the greatest friends that any of us could imagine.
I feel like I was at the Daily Planet sometimes. I see them all going.
No, he's like Clark Kent in another life.
I love it.
It never ends.
It's such a scene. It's so good, y'all.
It's like,
love it. You got to see how the sausage was made.
Yeah,
it inspires me, if anything. Work harder.
100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a big virtual hug. We absolutely missed you
Oh.
this afternoon. The house felt empty without you guys. So, all right, can't wait to have you back. Yeah, and everybody, you stay tuned to toyhabits.com and our live stream. We should be coming back, I think, on Friday if schedule works out. And we'll be talking the rest of the toy news for the rest of the week. In the meantime, y'all have a great Monday night. Thanks to Mega J and Danny Green for joining us as well. And have a great night, y'all.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.